And her.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Live.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Rose. Hello, Lewis. Hello, Mark. Hello, Nook. Hello, Ash and Liam.
Oh.
Yeah, it's and Carl, can't forget Carl. It is episode 39. Like I'm actually genuinely pleasantly surprised that we've got to have 39 episodes, because I don't know. You know when you're a DM and like more of the DME people will probably sympathize with this. If you don't have a very clear, concise like module or something, you don't know like how many episodes you're gonna run for or whatever. And I don't know. It feels like it's grossly higher than I was ever expecting, yet at the same time under. It's weird.
How long did the Multisol episode go for?
Multisora was 32. Salzia was like 15. So this is this is now.
Half of those 39 are shopping episodes.
That
though.
is fair. But no, this campaign is officially the longest campaign I have ever run. Granted, it's only the third, but you know, no, I think it's
New
good.
milestone.
Yeah. So,
Success where you can. I
but
think, you know.
Wait, did we agree that's a milestone? Cool, I'll take my level up, please.
Yeah.
You just have.
God damn it. But no,
Check. At least you never like right.
yeah, level 8.
Okay.
I actually
Oh,
double
yeah.
checked this yesterday because I couldn't quite remember myself. But yeah, you are all level 8, and last session you guys rounded up the golem encounter that you had from the session previous, and continued pushing with the map that Evan had found for Dia, or at least obtained for Dia. Pushing forward through some magically enhanced fog. Liam, I know that came up, but we heard nothing, and I've got them turned off. I actually went and turned them off, so that's weird.
It's still off for me.
Well, unfortunately, it's sucking your bits and not doing anything. Oh,
Crazy.
oh.
Danny, please, come on.
No, they're saying paused, so I don't know why.
What you said!
You said some very inappropriate wording.
And now you can't see it, which is appropriate to what has happened.
He knows what he said.
No, I really didn't mean to. That one was a. Anyway, you pushed through the magical fog that was blocking your way, but with the use of the map and some high rolls, you made it to this hot springs in the south of Arbainum, and you'd found that it was a reclusive place of rest for various
Weary.
important people. It was by no means like a place for any person. Like people of some people of importance and things, and ran by some seemingly impressive people. Granted, only one of them was there at the time, but that's neither here nor there. It was free to stay, and there's free food and stuff, but the main draw is a springs that claims to have impressive healing and restorative properties. You had access to, for the cost of 500 gold a person. There were other options available to pay, but obviously, collectively, you guys chose the 500 gold.
Some of us did.
But yeah, not everyone went in, but I'm kind of like, you're all there, so.
Yeah.
But yeah. I believe it was just you, Boomer, and Evan that were the only ones that didn't.
Correct.
Yeah. Vian, you were having some unusual visual effects while in the pools.
She turned into a disco ball.
Chromatic, glowing, even seemingly growing temporarily, gaining like an extra foot in height and stature and stuff.
It's still shorter than half the party then.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it's you get in there, champ.
Oh.
And those that had lost hit points and stayed in the pools, most of you, regained the lost max HP. Some of you gained some, but not all of it back. Unfortunate, but true. And you all went to sleep and rest for the evening, and had a night encounter that was particularly interesting, being all sucked into what was seemingly a rather vivid and detailed dream in a rolling and breathing forest of all sorts of colours. And some of you that had higher perception saw a very elegant woman sat in a chair observing as you were all assaulted by these tendrilled appendage orangutan creatures. Some of you fought valiantly. Some of you acted like... I don't know what the fuck to describe. We'll let the characters do that in a minute. Unfortunately, you did lose, but you will finish your night's rest happily. And while you felt physical pain and stuff in the moment, in the combat, you will not have any effects of it, and you will wake up fully restored and fully healed, with the exception of max HP losses for those that still have them.
It's just me. Let's be honest. It's just Tower.
And people who didn't partake in the thingy. So like you're not the only one. Don't worry.
That's Evan, but Evan's been a bit weird right now.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is, as you wake up from your rest, Vian, you have a small purple velvet box on your bed as you wake up with a small sign with a small note on it that's written eloquently in Sylvan.
Fancy.
What will you guys like to do?
I'm gonna go back to the pool, please.
I will feel like I'm having a little swim.
Are you gonna
Oh.
try and have a...
I will stay in my room and then continue the maintenance work on my
Do you cut out?
clothing.
Persephone started saying something.
Hello, Nevermore.
I said,
Hello,
sorry.
Jacob.
Carry on saying.
I will continue in my room doing the maintenance work on my clothing.
Yep. Well, don't forget, you are all in a shared space, like an opened up cavern with curtains across. Like you're all together. But yeah, you're more than welcome to do that.
So can I go back to the pool, please, DM?
You certainly may.
Yes.
You head
Oh,
in, and no one initially stops you or anything, and you're happy to start enjoying your morning as you
Yay.
wake up and sit in the Fey Touched restorative pool. Vian, are you doing anything in particular? Considering, because like I'm kind of imagining you like sleeping on your side, and it's about 6 inches from your face, like just there.
Yeah, she does wake up and begin to investigate it once she's properly awake. It does kind of take a minute for that morning haze to clear, and she wanted to give people the chance to run off to the bath and stuff.
Mhm.
But she's gonna slowly start poking at it and just kind of investigating.
Well, as you poke it, the note kind of like slips and falls. It's just a small piece of paper with Sylvan written on it. You speak Sylvan, don't you?
Yep, I do speak Sylvan.
Okay. It reads. Do you want me to read it out, or do you want me to send it you?
I speak Sylvan.
No, but do you,
Emphasis speak.
no. Do you want me to send it you, like as in a?
You can send it to me as the player, but yeah, I was just commenting.
Okay.
She's not gonna fully understand all of the bigger words in there.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine. If you check your DMs, you will have what the note says. Yes. And as you open the box, it's got like a small sealed glass vial, like the one where you break the glass tip off and it's like a one-use vial. And it's got a small amount of red liquid inside.
Ooh.
Not quite like a healing potion look, it's got like a different kind of redness to it.
Mm.
Yeah,
She
you
gives
better
it a
not.
very small swirl around, like in her hand, kind of like, you know, when
Yeah.
you're mixing something.
And as you swirl it, you can see that the liquid glistens. It's almost like there's glitter mixed in.
Ooh, I do love some glitter early in the morning. That tastes delicious.
It's edible glitter. You'll be fine. And Hera, can you roll me a d20, please, while you're resting in the pool?
Oh.
Is that 2 ones on the pool?
That's the 2 ones on the pool. Oh, come on. Like, please.
Unfortunately, Rose, half of the max HP you've lost, you'll regain half of it.
Yeah, so she gets the other half back. Problem solved.
the other half.
No,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
she's now successfully restored 75%.
I mean,
Yeah,
Come on.
it is still,
That is painful.
yeah. There's still 4 heats in it.
What's that, Danny?
I said that is painful.
Oh, wait. Have I got it? No, I've not got fucking inspiration either. Damn it.
Unlucky.
So angry. Damn it, okay. Is that rounded up or rounded down?
So, Evan,
Danny?
yeah?
I said, is that rounded up or rounded down?
Round up.
Round up.
Yeah. I'll be fair. You've been in the pool twice.
I'm 6 hit points now.
And the thing was, because you technically spent 2 consecutive days, I lowered the DC from 15 to 10, and you. Oh,
Is
bless.
there anything else I can literally do to get that last 6 hit points back?
Greater
Like-
restoration, or another 500 gold pieces. I'm sorry.
I mean, you could go full Karen and complain to management.
I am seriously considering. They said that this would give me back. I have spent so much money here, but Hera wouldn't go to go and kick off at them. But to be honest, but you know, it's just very frustrating when I paid for everybody, if they wanted to go in here, and I can't get my freaking hit points back. Sorry.
Right. Karen aside, Evan.
I'm Karen! Well, how is that Karening? Do you like to explain to me how, you know, Karening is basically me not being able to get my full hit points because I rolled 2 natural ones every time I've been in the pool? I'm not angry at them.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
just angry at my luck.
I'm just saying. Hera sounds a little entitled right now. I'm joking.
Why can't you be like the
I'm
just enjoying the...
You better be joking, Danny, or I will show you. You're gonna put me in Karen, I'll go full Karen.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
I would like to complain to your manager.
Okay. Right. Anyway, so we know what Persephone's doing. We know what Hela's doing. We know what Vianney's kind of doing. Everyone else, what are you doing in the morning?
I'll just gather up some food from the bushes and stuff, and then do some stretches. Kind of getting ready to travel again, because I assume that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Am I coming
Well,
through okay on...
You're coming through okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm preparing to carry on to go back to town. So just getting ready.
As in to go back to Arbainum.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that was just more of a Danny clarifying.
And
Oh,
we
you
don't have anything else, and that's kind of where everything. Well, where
Yeah, that's
Derek
a good.
is and
I was going to say that. No, that's a fair point. Yeah. You kind of. Yeah. Okay.
I did go back to the springs too.
You've gone back to the springs too. Okay. Boomer.
Obviously, I would have got up a bit earlier anyway. Get some breakfast and have a look around for this silver figure.
Okay, for Nokina.
Yes,
Right. Okay.
curiosity.
Food is provided for free, and it is freshly grown fruits vegetables, and occasional meat, but it's extremely limited. And it's said that they only take meat of animals that have lived a natural life, sort of thing, and have come to an end. They are then used. So
once Vienne is done
Yep.
reading her letter, to the best of her abilities, she does just instantly go to chug the potion.
okay, so yeah, you crack the top and drink the potion. As you feel your vitality spike slightly, and you can chalk up an extra 6 to your max HP. As we just get ourselves a humongous raid coming in from the mine players of 30 fucking 7.
Hello, Raiders.
That is a record for me on raid
Hello,
received.
people.
Hello, everybody. Just in time to see Vianne drink a potion of curiosity, an unknown origin. I hope you enjoy your stay.
It's a good thing she's in a Tabaxia. That thing would be lethal.
She does then stash the box inside of her purse and then keeps the letter kind of in her hand. And then leaves the rest of the party to go about their exploring.
Alright. No, that's fine then. So yeah, you keep the box, put that away, stash the note. I'm assuming you just dump the vial, 'cause it's designed to be a one use, like you have to break it open to drink it.
Yeah, she makes sure there's nothing left in it first, and then...
Yeah. That's absolutely fine. Thank you for the 10 bits, Carl. Carl. So sorry. Right. But, yeah. Was there something else? Did I hear someone go to say, or was that misheard?
Well, what time is checkout? Just checking it.
You was never given a checkout time per se, but you kind of loosely get the feeling once the new day has come, you are expected to move on at some point.
Is it really silly of me to drop another 500 gold to get 6 hit points back? Because I'm seriously considering it.
I mean,
You know,
I mean,
people have
require us-
spent more on less.
yeah, I mean, we'd have to stay here for like another day if that was. Well, you'd have to stay here for another day.
no, as in like, I want to take another dip in that pool. I want those hit points back. I can't roll 3 natural ones in a go.
You'll
You
just
say
keep
that,
having
right,
it back.
that's what I was thinking. I don't know. I'm seriously considering it.
Is it possible to roll a 0?
Yes, you've
Yeah.
rolled many zeros.
I mean, yeah.
With some negatives in the right places, it is possible to roll a 0 very
There's
easily.
got-
Isn't
It could be
intelligence
worse.
-1? You could roll a 0 with that. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have got money to burn a little bit.
No, you haven't.
No, I have.
Not the 600 HP.
Well, you pay for it then. I want that. It'll be the different. Okay, then you're going tank. If you're gonna argue with me on 6 HP.
I
Oh,
mean, when Deer gets a tentacle, he'll be a tank.
oh, did you not hear? Penelope actually sent us a letter, and you're not getting it.
Aww. Oh, there goes your tank.
What, Penelope sent a letter?
Oh.
That was all out of character. I might like to add because I wasn't using Karen's voice.
I think she heard about your peeping.
Oh, I know, yeah. When you and Penelope meant to be getting a bit sweet on each other, and then all of a sudden you've been peeping on all the ladies.
And Deer.
And Deer and Greytail. So
Oh.
there's like a crossover there of cat girls. Like right in this.
Yeah.
It's cats and girls, distinctly different.
Yeah. Just need to. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm sure eventually Deer will pick up Greater Restoration, won't he? And I'll be able to get those hit points.
I think I get it. Yeah.
You can. Yeah,
What?
you're a druid.
What level do we?
9th. It's a 5th level spell.
One
Yeah,
more
it's
level.
next level up.
Okay. Let's go kill another voice column then.
Yes,
Oh,
just
God.
farm, just wait for the mob to respawn. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to sort that out. Yeah.
But
What's the hit? Is there a gift shop?
technically, yes, there are things that they make here that are for sale, but it's not necessarily bespoke things for and from the springs.
75% of it. 75% of it's probably trying to just sell off all the garbage Tezzy's collected.
It is mostly small trinkets, minor treasures and stuff.
Ooh, shinies.
Oh
Can
god.
I, yeah, can we nip in the gift shop before we leave?
You certainly may. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, I was thinking, based on the fact that during the Ice Golem fight, people were nearly dying all over the place,
Yeah.
except for, the people up the top of the map, and even that got a bit nervy at one stage when the Ice Golem was going after them. So I was wondering if they've got any healing things, necklacey healing things, anything along them kind of lines, really.
They don't sell like items like that. Like it's mostly trinkets and treasures. It's not potions and magic items. It's not that type of thing, unfortunately. So you won't find anything to help outside of the more superstitial things. Like you'll find like chakra crystals and things like that you could purchase.
Nah, Hela's not really into that. She doesn't know these lot enough to buy them trinkets, so...
That's fair.
Get your boy
Sorry,
part with the
gift
trick
shop.
But
sends him a dip.
But specifically, one thing you do notice that Herod does kind of like is a small necklace that like the actual chain is made of like a wound leather, and it's got like a small silvered pendant that's in the vague shape of a sword. Look, it looks really nice.
Cool, I guess I buy it.
Yeah, you can pick.
And then,
It's a gold.
yeah. Gold. Cool. Buy a necklace. And then just shove it in my bag for later, because...
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
There's
nice.
One day where it's really useful with, like, heat metal, and we'll burn it into somebody's eye. Like,
Okay, what
Everything-
the fuck? That was... Okay. Note to self. Hailra is deranged.
No, hair is not deranged. I am. I'm deranged.
She's been holding it in all these games.
Yeah. So, you all do your morning... Okay, go on. Oh, go on.
Also, is there any food? Is there like, wine or something like
There
specific?
is liquors, spirits, and wines that are given to drink for... Like, you can't take... you can't ask for a bottle, but you are given a cup and you can have, like, almost unlimited refills with it.
Cool. Morning shot? There we go, okay.
Yeah, you have your choice of spirits, liquors, and ales. They don't really do. It's more of the harder and more fancier things they have here. But it's free. It's free to paying customers.
Hair of the dog and all that, quick shot.
Beautiful.
Like water.
The rest of you continue with your morning routines, inspections. Boomer, you said you were going to find Nokina's assistant.
Yes.
Okay. I would say that it would take a little bit, and probably one quick ask and you could easily get it. As Nokina would come to see what could be of assistance for you. Ash, if you don't mind playing two characters for just a little moment, it would be much appreciated, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
both preoccupied, so at least they're not cross-contaminating.
Yes, certainly, take it away.
Well, be a while yet. Without.
Yeah, you do eventually find her, and her companion, a large steel-esque maid, is still about the facility once she arrives. Hello, yes, you were staying last night, today? Was there anything you needed assistance with?
Fascinated about your assistance here.
Oh,
Yes, dear?
I thought I stubbed my toe.
Okay.
I can imagine Deer just doing that in the like. It just a shout comes through the entire cave.
Ow.
Yeah,
no,
In the
Tina just
background.
addresses it stone faced. She's like, okay, I didn't know okay, get just
I want to take that in canon that Deer actually just stubbed his toe.
It's very dear.
He takes strength modifier damage.
Oh no.
It was strength.
I get 1 health back. Yes.
Does he have 9 strength?
I have negative 1 strength.
It is. But yeah, what about my assistant? She kind of like verbally air quotes the word. What about her? And she kind of just like waves her over a little bit.
I'm quite fascinated because I have a couple myself. I'll explain obviously regards to the canon, and I'll summon the Octave's servant.
Nokina kind of looks between her like 6-foot-tall steel defender and the tiny little cannon. And she's like,
Yeah.
I guess I see the relation. She's kind of like family to me.
What was I? You talking about the cannon being summoned, or you're talking about the homunculus?
Yeah, because I've
They're
not
both
summoned the
small.
cannon. Yeah,
Oh, you talked about that. Okay, yeah.
I'm doing both of them. It's like cannon might be small, but he does pack a punch when needs to be. It's got me out of a few tricky situations. And the Auckland servants are still experimenting with it. I'm hoping to
Oh.
upgrade.
Yeah, I made one of those. She ponders for a second before reciting exactly how many days, minutes, hours it's been since she made one for her dragon companion, where she made, and it's still around to this day, and like she just kind of motions it off of the ceiling, and there's a little plastic, almost looking like porcelain-esque doll of a dragon that's just moving as if it was like a seamless living creature.
I just wondered if you had any tips that can help me improve mine.
Most of what I do is not really learned. It's kind of intrinsic, but I can still do my best to at least advise. I don't entirely know how to disclose that I don't know everything that I know. A lot of it's just reflex, but I do think I could still at least poke around and compare the two with my fairly keen eyes.
Nice.
And as long as you're looking and not, you know, she is my kind of big sister after all, so as long as you're not doing anything untoward.
Oh, of course not. I would
Investigate.
not. Yes, I wouldn't dare to intrude in the internal of your assistant.
Yeah, let's slip off to a little bit more of a private area, just so we're not doing this in the midst of customers and getting in the way and such.
Yes, of course.
And she leads the group off to just like a small little like side, kind of like the equivalent of her workshop, but work is very much not what she does.
Easy enough to do, yeah. There is like staff areas where like the general populace can't go, and I'd imagine you just take him to one of your spaces that you work in and things.
Yeah, because a lot of her tinkering is from herself and like retooling rather than crafting from scratch.
No, that's
He
absolutely
is
fine and
very
easy
happy
enough
right
to do.
now. Booby's getting
That sounds
excited.
really, really weird.
I'm getting excited.
I said somewhere that's going to get a bit secretive, and then the way you said that, Adam.
Oh no!
I choose to ignore it and move past it.
Please do. That wasn't out of character for a person.
Yeah, we believe you.
But yeah, she does at the very least show you kind of a lot of her more ingrained. Like her infusions are all not one-to-one, but like her sword just pops out of her wrist and she just grabs it, and the sword itself is kind of the same. It's still clearly a sword.
Ooh.
Oh, hello, army of fish.
again.
But a lot of it's more just infused almost with her essence rather than clockwork.
Yeah, or down to the infusions.
Yeah.
I say I have a couple myself, so I'm still learning the ways.
Yeah, I don't
use
do
it.
much proper crafting outside of direct fabrication, of course, but that's more mundane as well. But at the very least, yeah, you could. I'll show you when she shows just her various infusions off, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of them,
I'll
she
be
pops
out.
off contact lenses from her eyes, and it's just a very fine, very discreet gem of seeing, effectively.
I say, out of station, would you be able to send me the infusions that she's got?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you the full list to at
Yeah.
the very least see, just for expediting, though.
Yeah.
What's happening from those is obviously Danny's
Yeah.
purvey.
I would say if you're
Yeah.
planning to gain access to them, it would require a long period of time outside of just an hour or two.
Yeah, probably downtime to actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You could be made aware of them, but actually being able to implement them yourself, like, you're going to need a lot more than that.
Yeah, that's fine. Just try to speed it along, because obviously the other thing you to deal with is that ice golem.
Yes.
Yeah, she
Or-
shows you all of that at the very least, and she does allow you to
Yeah.
like interact with her big sister.
Yeah.
Whereas she is kind of like a masterpiece. Like she's clearly still some descript of construct, but she's a lot more naturally ingrained into like passing in society sort of thing. Whereas her quote unquote big sister is very clearly steel, though she is still very finely made, like old craftsmanship style. Techniques probably not seen in a few hundred years.
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
A very impressive work you've done over the years.
Well, Sis is a work of our father, hence the terminology. As am I. I think I'm the only successful batch, though Sis here is autonomous enough where I would hate to part with her.
Of course. Family. Can understand that.
Cough
Hey.
if anyone's seen XJ9.
But yeah, you spend a good period of time just like almost showcasing your sister. Like, look at how amazing. Look, these are all the cool things that she's able to do. I am able to do most of them myself, but we're both specialized for different things. You're very much more a socialoid, an interactive person, whereas your older sister, sorry,
Yeah.
is very much more physically orientated towards more manual tasks.
Yeah,
Thank
like
you
these
for-
are both prototype and what's the other word besides prototype? Whatever.
Finished
yeah.
product.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this with me. I'm always interested in learning new techniques.
Yeah, do come back anytime. I know we're a little hard to find, but once you've been here, it should be a lot easier to find your way again. And
Yes,
do feel
thank
free
you.
to keep in touch as well.
I will say, for the sake of the spell's use, because it was Nokina that was the one that implemented the warding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If I would say, for the sake of it makes sense, if Nokina deems them acceptable, like, you can then basically make it so they're no longer affected by the warding, in a sense of the place is difficult to access and find.
Yeah.
They still gain the protections of no divination can be used on them while in the area and things like that, but if you deemed it so, you can basically make a whitelist of people that can find here much easier than most.
Private Sanctum, when you have 16
Yeah.
years to cast it, is a fun spell.
Yeah. So I that is the reason why
Yeah.
I'm going to allow it, because you've been casting Private Sanctum now for Yeah, the past 62 or 3 years. So it makes sense. And Grim, thank you for coming in with that raid of 7.
Thanks
Again,
for the raid again, Grim.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Does
Grim-
the divination magic affect the staff as well as the visitors?
any
Yeah.
form of divination.
It is just
Eddie.
it is just impenetrable.
Yeah, this entire area is immune to any form of divination being used in or at this place. Which is the reason
That's
why,
fair.
when you cast Detect Magic the day before, it just instantly fizzled out. Because
Yeah.
of the area.
Danny question, because technically it's kind of like a touristy trap spot. Would they have just like a bucket of sending stones of like, please come again kind of thing? I know on one hand those are items, but on the other hand, if they were used explicitly for like marketing kind of situation.
Given Nokina's an artificer with enough time and plenty of finance, yeah. For people that, like, I would say you keep them exclusive for people that you are confident are going to be repeat customers.
Yeah, like she saw the Ice Golem orb and she's kind of like, I want to keep in touch with whatever the hell this is going on.
Well, of course.
No. I will allow that. For people that you would consider potential or current repeat customers, then yeah, I would say you probably got some.
I think you've got a few customers here already.
Yeah, that was, these big spenders came in, dropped a few thousand, are likely to come back, and they've got something going on with that orb. Like, they haven't really been adventuring lately, but, they're at the very least interested in whatever rumors come their way.
Yeah, and if it could
And
help,
it is a very busy line. They're not likely to reply, but...
yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, I would say that makes logical sense. So yeah, if Nokina would deem it necessary, you could dish out a sending stone, one for the party as a whole, not one per person,
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh yeah, no. I
With
just figured they'd have,
with
like, a
explicit
backup.
access to Nokina and the springs here.
That would be good, thank you. I'm sure the party would appreciate that.
Yeah, just keep me appraised on whatever it is you guys are engaged on. I don't want to know the details. I don't want to know now, but just if interesting things start happening, let me know. Good
Of
to
course.
be aware in the business.
Yeah, any troubles along the side of the pond, I'll also let you know.
Okay.
Yes. Obviously, the other thing we need to talk about, which probably would need of all the party, would be the Ice Golem orb. Because obviously, with what I've learned, I need to do something with it.
Well, for that you've got to get through Deer first.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, he wants to take
dear.
that bomb back to his family.
What? Good luck with that.
Bye.
But morning rituals are had, conversation with Nokina is had, and obviously, Boomer, if you wish to explain to your party the sending stone you've acquired for this place, and Nokina, I'm assuming, would have basically made these people have the ability to find this place easier once
Yeah.
again. That would also be explained. You have the day ahead of you, for the most part. What do you guys want to do? Specifically, I know generally the plan is to go back to Arbainum, but is there anything you want to do now? I'm giving like people who haven't done anything yet, or people that are doing something that want to do something different, a chance.
I'll speak up if no one else does.
Well,
No,
somebody does.
it's definitely just going to stay in the way.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But it seems no one else is speaking up. So, Adam, if Boomer wants something else to do, go for it.
Oh dear.
Yes.
What was your plan for this Ice Golem once you defeated it?
Well, tell back home I killed it.
Is that it, I hope?
Yes.
You don't want nothing to do with this orb.
Well, I need to show the orb so that I killed it, I think.
The only problem with this orb, it could potentially be reactivated, and that big ass golem might come back for round 3, from what I gathered.
And also, from what you've gathered with Nokina, from round 1 to 2, it seemingly gained significant strength, and it could easily do so again.
Yeah, from the stories she tells, she basically just killed the thing outright, and given her personality, she's not one to embellish or lie in that regard.
Yeah, very literal.
So I know you want to take this thing home, but at the same time, we need to disarm it to prevent any more trouble.
How do we disarm it?
I will collaborate with Makina if she allows. We can find a way to get rid of this damn thing once and for all. And if there's any
can
left
try
of the orb,
You can try to disarm it, but you can't break it though.
there might be a way of doing it, but it will take some time.
Okay.
The,
I'll hand
the
it
other
over to you.
option. Yeah. The
I'll
only other
take it back quickly. Oh no.
Good luck trying to move a heavy orb.
Wow. I assume this is it's at the doors, right?
It's in the shared space that you've got, and I'd imagine you're probably hearing this conversation as you've come back from your morning dip and probably getting yourself changed and dressed into your day's wares.
I'm just rolling an attack roll real quick.
Okay.
Oh.
A pillow sails through the air and just conks Deer in the back of the head.
Wait, where's that dexterity save?
It was just proficient dexterity attack. Vienna's proficient in pillows, I guarantee this.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not going to argue.
What is going on?
Well, Vienna was in her room, she drank her potion, and then these two came in arguing. So she threw a pillow at them because they were being loud.
Well, it's time to get up now.
Dear, this is a very dangerous thing. We need to deal with it. Otherwise, it will rain terror across this land. Even worse.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll summon Nikita over. It's like, how can we deal with this orb?
Wait. Hold on.
After mushroom.
I'm just trying to find the voice there with me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
What you are trying to say right now is that you're making the decision for him that you are going to break this orb and forcing him to do something he clearly does not want to do.
This orb, if reactivated again, which is potential, that ice golem will come back even stronger and even worse. Unless you have any suggestions, I'm open here. I'm all ears.
Open ears or oil ears?
All ears.
All his
And
ears
you-
are open.
Yeah.
What I can understand is you also have the potential to wreak great havoc, correct?
Correct. It
Yes, and
basically,
let them still take you with them.
the understanding of it, what I've learned, you can either try and control this thing for the better, or get someone randomly and starts causing havoc.
So, well, what it is up to Deer at the end of the day. This is his decision, no?
Very well. But I am just letting you know the risks involved.
Well, no, what you did, and I'm not meaning to sound, like a dick, but what you did was tell him, this is not very good, dear, so I'm going to take care of it, you don't worry, and treated him like a child. Are you a child, dear?
No.
He acts like one most of the time.
Dear
Just
boy.
because he acts like one doesn't mean he is one.
It is his decision. If he says, let's destroy it, then we destroy it. If not, I have somehow gained the ability to maybe carry it.
I mean, I never said destroy it, I said fix it, disarm it.
So do you need more time to disarm it?
It would take some time. If not, I can ask the Tito to store it here where it's safe and out of harm's reach for the time being. And come back later.
No, you want it, basically.
No. I want it disarmed so it's safe. Do not wish to take possession of something this dangerous.
As everyone says, there's option. Just kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. Who was going to speak then?
That sounded like
Dean's
Dean's trying to.
it. But not destroy it.
So you want us to take it with us and then try to disarm it?
We'd have to take it with us. If we can disarm it somewhere, that'd be good. But I do need to have it back at some point to take home.
Where are you from?
This is where I need to get my notes out now. I can't remember the name of the place I'm from.
Liam, I'll give you a clue. It's on the map.
You guys all got so used to cast not asking anymore. Character on the cast.
No, I know it's on the map, but I'm looking for the actual name of the village thing I'm from. It's Rojivan, I know that.
Hang on, it's what?
Orgivan! Did you...
Rojivan. Jordan.
Borgivan.
Rojivan.
Bjorvan.
Borjan.
No, Bjorvan.
Bjorvan.
Did everybody hop in the orgy van?
I was born in the colourful mist clan of Tabaxi.
The what?
The colourful mist clan of Tabaxi. Secluded in the mountains.
Is that where Grey is from as well?
I don't think so. I don't recognise him.
Yeah, I probably will have been overhearing and I just shrug. Like, oh, I doubt it.
Well,
These two tabaxi
no. Remember,
Oh, yeah.
Francisco is from this country.
I mean, you don't really remember much, do you, as Francisco?
To my knowledge, no.
Uh-uh.
Knowledge.
So we leave it here with the automaton construct thing.
As long as they don't break it, yes.
We don't want it reactivating here either.
It's in this high density tourist trap. That's where you want to leave it?
I don't think that's a good idea. I know somewhere we could potentially leave it, but it's very, very far away. And
If Boomer thinks he can deactivate it, then why not?
There is a possibility I can, but it is going to take some time.
I don't think we're in a rush for the next... We don't really know where we're going next, do we?
where are we going next? Well,
Nothing.
where
So we've got time.
Alright?
Obviously, Boom's got a few things back in the town to do.
Yeah, the next thing we were planning on doing was seeing these... Yeah, school for you, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the
okay,
project
well,
should
I've
be
got-
done soon. Vian kind of just pipes up as she finally realizes what, time has passed.
But obviously, I've got to go see Penelope herself first.
Hmm.
So Dia can get his technical hood.
Would it be worth... How long is this going to take?
Oh.
First question. To disarm it,
I
how
would
long
have
do you think it's going to take?
At the minute, I don't know. I'll need to collab with Nikito.
Or we could take it to the college.
That is it. What
Experts,
college?
sort of thought.
Yeah, and then this thing reactivates and causes havoc in the town.
It's going to cause havoc if it reacts. How long did it take for it to react? Excuse me, and she'll go to Nikiko. Is it Nikiko? I think it...
No Kina.
Nikito.
The party has just slowly bastardized it, and I've been just watching the chaos.
That's what's probably thrown me off track. So Harry will go up to Makina and basically, excuse me.
Yes? What can I assist you with? Has the hot spring been to your liking? Anything else you might need?
Unless you have a greater restoration in your back pocket. Fine. I have a question. When was it that you guys fought the ice golem how many years ago? Days ago?
62 years, 3 months, 4 days, and 17 hours, and
We've got
15
time.
We've got plenty of time then, yeah.
It's not going to reactivate anytime soon.
16 minutes.
Thank you for
Actually,
that.
the time to reactivation is 10 seconds. Run.
I'm not sure it was times, it was proximity to a certain object.
What object?
Well, my best assumption would be it had to collect aether in order to manifest. Given how much it collected, it probably, the longer it collects, the stronger it is, I would imagine. If
Sounds
it was
logical.
dormant until you came across it.
So it's going to need some time to recharge, effectively. We have plenty of time.
But also, given how Nokina's just explained that, if what she said's true, if you leave it to charge for too long, it becomes a bigger danger than it can be if you cut it early.
I don't know, some of you are being quiet, but I would suggest we take it with us. Ask your Penelope friend, she might, if you trust her, she might be able to help you. Or the schools, or somebody else other than, whilst Nokina seems very intelligent, I think it might be a better idea, no?
If you're able to carry it back to town.
Well, funny enough,
The Derek's one.
as we rested, there was this weird dream I had, and now I have power. As in, I leveled up and gained a new spell.
Yeah, I assumed you were hinting at gaining a feature, a spell, or something. I didn't quite know what it was off the top of my head, though.
Oh,
It's
yes,
not
some
another
have
war.
mentioned, some have mentioned such effects from the waters, given their magical properties beyond purely medicinal.
Oh no, just sometimes, I don't need to get into this now, but sometimes I start to pick up knowledge of other people and bend it to my own. It's just how I operate.
Oh,
Usually,
that is
well-
interesting as well.
Mages sometimes, but yesterday they were making out that, and it was really difficult to carry, so I kind of thought, I wonder if there's a spell, and there is a spell. So
I would offer our muscle, but I don't think she's returned yet from her trip, and she kind of like leans over to check the front door, quote unquote.
Say that again, sorry.
Oh, I was just saying I would offer our muscle, except I don't think our muscle has returned from her journeys yet.
No, you get the feeling that Miss Chainsaw would probably be back in the next 3-4 days, maybe 2-3 hours.
I have a quick question, Danny. How far are we away from the town, roughly?
From Arbainum, you're about a day and a half.
Eesh. Apparently, I can only do this for 6 hours, and I am then tapped out of Starbucks.
You could always just make it a team effort and just have multiple people carry it at the same time.
Do they have a wheelbarrow we can... I want to say borrow, but you're not getting it back.
A magic wheelbarrow. I don't mind doing it a couple of times and then carrying it sometimes, and we can share the weight so when we need a rest, I
I will
can lift
say
it up.
you by no means can move at a quick pace, but without extra tools, you could transport it. It's just going to be a bit of a pain.
I would also remind Boomer, Okina did mention emphasis bold italics on the word fabricate.
Yeah.
Oh. So she can make us a literal wheelbarrow.
Potentially, yes.
Let's ask. Oh, Boomer, you seem to be buddy with the fellow artificers, as in
She
trying to
she
get
stood
his
right
bowl.
next to you. She's
Hello,
been involved.
asking her
Like
about the time a minute ago.
No Keena's been involved in this conversation. She's right there.
What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to Sorry, I don't know why I'm trying to matchmake Boom with every advisor.
No, literally, any woman of intelligence that's very handy at making and tinkering, like for some reason, just like boom up, yours, take.
Would there be any way we could transport this orb without straining anyone?
I
As
could
it is
potentially
pretty-
fashion something fairly instantaneously, maybe 10, 15 minutes. 10 minutes. She reaffirms after a moment. That greater restoration, were you simply being facetious, or I sometimes misread?
Sorry, what's that?
That greater restoration you were asking for, was that a joke? Was that facetious? Was that serious?
That is very serious. I was making a joke, but if you can actually do it, I think you are my new favorite person.
Danny, it's on her spell list.
Then,
Though it does obviously cost resources.
which she would have, but it's whether would Nokina do it though. That's the question. I would say she would have the resources to do it. I'm going to
Yeah,
allow
she's
you
not
to be
gonna
the
do it
judge of
for-
character because you're the best judge of your own character. Would Nokina
Yeah.
do it?
Give me 1 second to ponder.
Mhm.
Because just now that she's confirmed it was a sincere ask, kind of, she can process.
No,
Technically, take a busy thing not being.
you're more than capable of doing it.
Yeah.
It's just your call as would she.
Did you find the hot springs insufficient? I'm more than happy to make sure that you enjoyed your stay here, of course, and hopes that you and your friend with the interesting items returns.
Sometimes things like this don't work very well on me. And she'll kind of like nod to her creepy energy that's going on.
After a moment of pondering insight and assessing, oh, I think I've found the problem. Yes, I will instantly solve that for you. I think I've figured out what's wrong as well. You're a different type of creature. You're not. I do not believe that you are compatible.
Yeah, there is minor compatibility issues.
If
That's
you
what
did
the
not
two
read
that
the brochure of this locale, the pool was originally owned by a pair of moon nymphs, and given your unique nature, it might just be that their magic is very incompatible and angry to intermingle with your own similar but different type.
As in, aunties bullshit. Yes, I get it. Mhm.
Out of character hags versus nymphs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's why I got the two natural ones, guys. It wasn't anything to do with my shitty role.
No. Definitely nothing to do with you. Entirely canon and lore explainable.
Yeah. I love that explanation. So can you fix me?
Certainly complimentary, of course, though anything beyond that I will have to... Like, I want to make sure you thoroughly enjoyed your stay, though the main attraction is the pool, so for most customers we would obviously encourage that over more personal. But yes, I will... Give me 1 moment to collect some things, and I will also help you with that wheelbarrow?
Yep.
Thank you.
And she wanders off to leave you guys to talk for the 10-15 minutes it's going to take her.
Could also turn the wheelbarrow back to front and attach it to a horse, and it becomes a little cart,
A little.
right? This is the awkward, like, elevator music.
Short
Oh my
moment.
god, it's the whole music.
Not a terribly long time later,
Yeah,
a
I wasn't sure if you
small
guys would want to intermingle
hand
while she was...
cart equivalent wheelbarrow is procured and made, It is one wheels. It has 2 hand grips. It's not like I said, it's not quite like a wheelbarrow. It's more like a hand cart, but it's serviceable and functional, and it's designed with the intention of bearing the weight of the orb, and is made to fit. But obviously afterwards it can be used for whatever you like.
And it just exists now. Yay, fabricate.
I would say, with the sake of everything that's been going on, you guys are pushing more towards the midday.
But yeah, once she returns with that, she's also got the greater restoration supplies in the cart, which she pulls out to then blow her greater restoration on you.
Are you sure I don't mind paying?
Oh, no, you've already paid more than enough. We're simply sorry about the miscommunication. We had not realized and don't frequently encounter... I do not know if this is a discrete nature, but your personal incompatibilities.
I didn't even think to check.
Yes, please, this is complimentary. If anyone else does need services, I am capable of working with magics, but I obviously would prefer not to, as this is a place of relaxation, not a place of mercenaries, though many mercenaries do come through here.
I do have a quick question. Have any of us noticed how beat up Evan is yet? Like, he seems to be... I'm guessing he's kind of leaning aside a little. He's not... Like, come on, he got his kidneys exploded.
Michael, are you there? No. We will leave that for the moment, because I know obviously Michael's in and out and not his own fault, unfortunately. Because I was
back.
Oh,
I'm back.
It's alright. Go on.
No, I'm back. Sorry, what was the question?
All it was Hailra / Rose was asking, would the party have noticed Evan being worse for wear? What I was about to ask was you make a Constitution save, just to kind of see how well put together you can maintain. But feel free to describe and flavour. Wow.
It's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Evan seems probably a little moody and recluse to what you'd have expected, but other than that, physically seems a-okay.
I mean, I'd say, yeah, I still look a little bit on alert for being here.
Yeah. You're definitely cautious, but no, you seem, on the whole, okay. Although players know that's not the truth, but Evan's hiding it pretty damn well.
Yeah, no. If he dies, Cass is going to find him and kick his ass.
You're going to kick him into the next clone.
Oh,
yes.
Yes, because Cass has got so much to say for that one.
I'm gonna hit you so hard, your next 2 clones feel it.
But all of you have provisions and things given to you for your travels back to Arbainum, free of charge, of course. Those of you that have had your conversations do.
Just a quick one.
Yes.
Do I get the great restoration from
She's more than willing to cast it on you when she drops off the wheelbarrow.
The final 6 HP that have been the bane of your existence are restored.
I only have one max HP again.
Yeah. And you know what? Give Hailra an inspiration point for such dedication to the cause.
Hit points are important.
Yeah, they are, but it was still entertaining.
No, it was extreme dedication to the cause of returning them, so, I'll give you.
I don't have 10 hit points, but I forgot to delete them after last fight.
No. But I assume if there is no more business left, the plan is to return to the town of Arbainum.
Arbainum?
Which you guys... And again, I'm going to slowly narrate, but again, feel free to jump in if people want or need to do anything.
Yeah.
Go.
At some point while out of this place, Vian will chime in, but Boomer can absolutely go first.
Okay. Well, this is literally,
Also,
I'm imagining as you guys are gathering to leave, but go on.
What I was going to say, I would literally just cast alarm on the orb, and that just obviously, if anyone tries sneaking up, I know.
Let
While
me...
we're wheelbarrowing it?
I've got to check. Is it possible to do on a moving object?
Door, window, or area within range.
Yeah, because it specifies area. I'll read it.
Use a Windows since there's no laws.
I would... Rules as written, that seems to me like... Once you've specified an area, if you then move out of it, it's not going to follow you.
Yeah.
I know
no,
what you're
fair
trying
enough.
to do. You're trying to basically set an alarm around specifically the orb, wasn't you?
Yeah, try and stop people sneaking up.
Yeah. No, that's fair, but it would seem that that's not possible. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
it seems to me that it's a case of no, you designate an area, but then as you move out of it, it's gone. Ice Bloody.
I'd say, yeah, if it
It's
was
tr-
more, yeah. We're saying like the door or window or something like that. Doors or windows, if that was the targeted one, that could move.
Yeah,
Because
so
it's not,
like
it's not
swinging out.
yeah, that's an area. Maybe an area, but that's a fixed.
Yeah.
Like-
But with something that's moving, it doesn't seem like that would be feasible.
Nah, fair enough. Worth a try.
No, it was a
When we stop
great
to
show.
camp, you can do it.
It was a great show, yeah. But no, you guys eventually will pack your things up, head out, going northward. You now notice that the dense and oppressive fog and the unusual aromas and atmospheres around you, the lack of wind, lack of sky, is gone. Entirely.
When we reach the fog,
No,
I
there
just
there
ask
isn't
the
any.
group-
That's the point.
Oh, right. Well, when we get a distance away,
Yeah.
I just asked the group, did anyone get the name of that place?
Nope.
You hear like 3 face palms.
It's a good thing Rosie's not here.
Oh. Did it for her benefit?
She put BRB in the chat.
Never mind.
Ah, that's a shame. But yeah, you continue out to a distance you feel like you're out of the range of where the fog was. And you start making your way northward. Travel is quiet but simple, and you're unaffected. Wheelbarrow dragging behind heavily. It's awkward to move because of the weight. It does dig into the earth a little bit, but the earth is frozen enough that it's not getting stuck or anything, so you're fine. You will travel for about the half a day's worth, so it feels like the next day you would travel. You could probably reach Arbainum by evening, maybe, give or take. You guys set up camp, and alarm would be set around the wheelbarrow then, which is more than fine to do.
Yeah, and I'll link it to everyone up to it, so...
Yeah, so no party members trigger it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously I'll... what's it say? I would put like probably a loud alarm on it so it'd wake everyone up.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
so
like a
it's-
klaxon or something.
Yeah, well, it's two options. It's either to the person who cast it silently, or a loud bell that all can hear.
Yeah. So you just
Yeah.
go with the loud bell option.
Mm.
That's
Ding, ding,
absolutely
ding,
fine.
ding.
Vian, you said you had something to chime in with once you'd left.
It can wait because we still got time on the road.
Okay. Rest will eventually come to you all as you quieten down, eat the food that was given. You still have some left. They give you enough food exactly to get to the nearest town. The night is quiet and mostly uneventful, except for Evan.
Okay.
You wake up with a very familiar weight, and followed by the ear-ringing of a hand on your face. As you stutter yourself awake, you see a small, fiendish imp sat on your chest, the familiar Xerxes.
Oh, you're back.
We did try to contact you yesterday, but we couldn't find you.
Yeah. How did you try and find us?
Well, Cyrella has given me the ability to move in spaces to people, but her eyes could not find you wherever you were. And even now it is difficult.
Should be impossible, but
Well, teleporting to specific things like your belongings is the only way I could have done it.
it's the only way. Oh, that's something. Right, you're back.
And so is Joseph.
That's good.
He's currently resting in Skialfa and will be looking to breach some dialogue with some of the people in the region. Try and fix some of the issues we have.
Not issues.
Well, the issues of the destabilization of the balance in the world, the actions that the mages are doing.
So, I assume that since you got back into Skelfa, you were able to sense whatever left over of whatever they'd done to what they did to Mistra.
We were made aware of it, but unfortunately we were indisposed at the time.
Yeah. So you're fully aware of the fact that the mysterious group around these parts is trying to summon part of a god down to try and tame and control.
It is the reason why Joseph is being sent to the proverbial den to speak with them.
To speak with the ones that did that.
Exactly.
When's he being sent? And how is he being sent?
He's being sent in precisely 4 days after he takes rest, speaks with his parents as he always makes wish for, and then he will be sent to one of the people that we've been made aware of that are currently able we can get to. He will speak with them and try to gain access to their leaders.
We managed to kill 2 of them. We know of a few others. We don't know how many there are.
We've been made aware of the power vacuum that's been created, although it hasn't created quite the destabilization we hoped or would have expected. But the hope will be to speak with the one that rules them all and go from there. You ought to be made aware, given your actions seem to intertwine.
So, is this an arranged meeting? They know you're showing up, or are you just hoping to pop in?
They will be made aware when the time is right, and given our mistress's abilities and power, they would have no choice. Entirely diplomatic, of course.
Prepare a quick escape.
I have prepared for such occasion, but I do not need to. It's the young Master Joseph that would need to.
Yes, that is the main thing. Make sure he is able to get out, that's the main thing. They have a habit of capturing promising magic users and draining them of all of their reserves.
Noted.
I kind of fish out one of the gems. Stuff the magics into these. So if you see anyone reaching for anything like this,
run.
Don't know why she's speaking in her trance, but sure.
I would just say, well, let's assume that Persephone was the one on the final watch, and it's kind of like overheard this dialogue in the background, sort of thing, and kind of paid attention. Because I would have assumed there was watches being had. It's just I didn't want to Okay, who's doing watches roll perceptions? Because you
Yeah.
guys are okay. Noted. We'll make sure Joseph is more than adequately prepared.
Also, who did you try and contact anyone else?
I did. I attempted to reach out with your sister, I think it is, or whatever relation she is to you,
You tried to speak to Cass. Yep.
and could not reach contact. So you were the next
Yeah.
person, and I couldn't reach contact neither. But Zyrella did indeed explain that there was contact to be made. As I said, whatever you have done has made it incredibly difficult, and I would consider undoing it.
No, because they can track us, and they will probably be able to track you.
But that is all. If you need to speak with Joseph, he'll be leaving in 4 days. You have until then to speak with him.
We're just south of Arvenham. We've got no chance of getting to Skjelfa to speak to him by then.
I know some of you have the abilities to speak long distance. Shouldn't be a problem.
I'm pretty sure the only one of us that knows how to speak long distance is Cass, and she's a prisoner of the group.
If that's what you say. But either way, I must leave. And he'll kind of take a mental note. Yes,
If you kind of,
Joseph is
say,
getting.
yes, hang on. So I say, do you know anything different?
Just gives a cheeky smile and will explain. Joseph is getting up and he requires me. Good day. Clicks his fingers and little puff of flame, and just not enough to burn you or anything, just
Smiting that little fucker next time I meet him.
you smited him, did you say?
Yep.
he's a little shit, but he's lovely. He's not a
Yeah.
Sejal in comparison.
That last thing was very Sejal to say. Literally, like,
What,
I'm
the
reaching out like...
Joseph needs him? He's waking up.
No, the... So you say that Cass is a prisoner, and then goes... I asked
Oh,
him
no,
to
no, no,
explain, and he
no,
goes,
no. He said the so you say to Cass is the only one that can do that.
No, he said Cass is a prisoner, and you went, so you say.
No,
Yeah.
he said Cass was the only one that can cast it, and she's a prisoner.
That was after. That was like a full 2 sentences after, Danny.
Oh, it was meant to be.
said.
No, it was meant to be in response to the first bit.
Nope,
It-
it was... you'd
It
already said,
sounded
yeah,
like it
sure.
sounded like to my fucking ears like it was. You said it like combined, but whatever. Either way,
Nope.
Yeah, never mind.
Which is why I was
that
so
was
like,
that.
hang
No,
on a
that was the
second, yeah.
intention. That was the intention.
That was not... It sounded like he knew absolutely different, and that was why I was about to
No.
absolutely massacre the little thing.
No. I was responding to the first bit. That's all. But you all wake up. The day's ahead of you. You continue your travel, going northward, of course, towards the town of Arbainum. I will just quickly move you guys.
I inform everyone in the morning that, for those of you who were here to know him, Joseph is back in country.
Oh, is he like a friend or family member?
Well, someone we knew, and then he died, then came back, then he left, and now he's back again.
It sounds really bad when you put it like that.
I don't know.
The guy
the
with a
sky-
really cool sword.
I don't know. The Sky Gods have been very cruel to him.
I take that personally.
You were meant to.
But they have, though, don't they?
I'm not going to disagree. But fuck
Thank you.
But fuck
Rather
you.
than try to understand better, Vian just this kind of like blank stare. Okay, that sure, yes, sure.
That's the amount of sense you will get out of this, I'm afraid, because that's all the sense we can make of it. He's a person that tracks down people who are misusing or abusing
Yep.
magic to.
And just for the
Foul
sake of your notes, Ash, here's the spelling of the. That's Cyrelia, and that was the imp, Xerxes.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Xerxes. How many bits of it can I cut off before it goes poof back into the hells? I wonder. Let's start with the fingers.
Poof. It's a familiar. It has almost nothing.
Well, no, because if it's an imp, then it's a bit more robust. So it's got something on the lines of about 13. So
Yeah.
I can get most of the fingers and toes off by the time it's.
Oh God!
Wow.
I'm not involving Smite on that one. Smite would be fine.
And all of this because he likes to give him a wake-up call.
Yeah, I imagine. What would you like?
Him?
Yeah, imagine if I return slap, and again, Smite on that. Like, aha! You hit me for 1 hit point. I hit you for.
He didn't
2d8.
even. He didn't
I
even hit you for 1 hit point.
No, and I hit him lightly. I only use a first level Smite slot. That's 3d8.
So
Well,
don't
I did think-
derail this.
But
Go
yes.
ahead, Rose.
No, I was just gonna say I did think like if the rest of the party would be up, who would be out of Vian and Helra kicking the little imp creature? It's evil.
Oh yeah, Vian definitely wakes up very early, just in general. Like, she wakes up, and pretty much right after she wakes up, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go get ready, and she kind of just wanders off to do her makeup
I agree, hopeful.
away.
Poor imp. Chat's
Like, she doesn't
backing
want to
me.
do all of her getting ready around, like, the campfire and stuff.
What pact is it again, Danny?
Joseph is a mix of Pact of the Chain and Pact of the Blade. He's not an actual PC built like a PC. He's got his own like little stat block and stuff. He's kind of a hybrid.
Interesting.
Hence why he's got an imp, yet has the ability to like summon the swords and stuff like Pact of the Blade.
Well, you can have Find Familiar without having Pact of the Chain. Pact of the Chain just gives you the better ones.
Yeah, no, but
yeah.
he does have the improved one. That's the thing. He's
Okay.
Joseph's like a
I
weird
would
hybrid.
vouch to double. You can double subclass, but you have to do like 6 levels to get both, and you can't get like the levels
Yeah.
up on
No,
each turn. Does that make
It was
sense?
always intended
level.
not to build him like a PC
Yeah.
though, just for the sake of having him as an NPC. But yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah,
and at least this imp is better than bloody Cesar. Cesar?
Sajal.
Yeah.
Still need to kill that.
Sega.
He's the worst.
But Hera
Or was
and Vian are caught up on who Joseph is, who Xerxes, who Cyrelia is. Like the general. Okay, yeah. For those that don't know, this is on the morning as you guys are getting ready. You guys are made aware Joseph's going to be available, quote unquote, for 4 days. Then he's going to be busy again doing more work. You guys pack your stuff up. You continue northward. The travel is mundane. You do pass a couple of hunters. One of them draws a bow on you, like thinking you're like a pack of elk or something, and then kind of like
Fuck.
just kind of gets a bit pissy because they thought they'd got like a real good gain, and then he's just like, oh, whatever, fucking dick.
Is Deer still wearing sticks in his hair?
Yep. But no, you travel's clear and fine. You will eventually, come nightfall, make your way back to Arbainum. The town is at your disposal, as it were.
Straight to
Oh,
Penelope's.
Oh, okay.
We knew that was coming. Come on, guys. Fascinating.
No, we need to get rid of this thing.
Vian, a little under her breath, but still audible, asks for help, specifically in Sylvan. It's kind of like a mumbling half to herself kind of thing.
Do I hear this?
Do you understand Sylvan?
Yeah, but that wasn't the question. So do I hear a mumbling?
Your
You hear
passive.
gibberish?
Your passive is what?
17.
Yeah. If you understand Sylvan, then yeah, you would understand it.
I don't understand it. I was going to say, huh? What are you on about?
Nothing. Don't. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Everything okay?
To Penelope's.
I'll go and get a setup with a. Oh, is it a room and stuff? We're staying here. Well, how far away from here is the Derek first?
That's what's better ask.
About 30
Half
minutes.
hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did
Just
I
call
just
Derek.
did I say Evan like say something to Vian then? Because I think he got I think he
I
got
might
lost
say-
in the dialogue.
I'd say I did ask if everything was okay.
Oh, wasn't entirely sure where that was directed.
I just heard it and I thought it got lost in the pile.
Yeah, I was just checking something.
Okay. If you need help, just let us know.
Wait, did you? And Evan probably by sheer coincidence just used the word help, but at the same time, Vian's just kind of like, wait, that was the word I said. Maybe he understood.
Yeah. But yeah,
And she's just gonna catalog that while we head over to wherever.
I'd imagine get situated in the tavern first, get yourselves
Well,
rooms.
Yeah. Is it tavern, or are we going, or have we got a destination planned, or are we just going back to the Derek afterwards?
I think we're staying here for Boomer a little while, aren't we?
Boomer's a big boy. He can look after himself.
Okie dokie. I will
So I'd
go
rather
and-
sleep in my own bed.
I agree. I'd rather sleep in my own bed. We've had a few days rough. Let's just go back to Derek.
Elves don't sleep, Persephone.
I didn't say sleep, did I?
You,
Oh,
you did.
you
You
did.
did.
Okay.
You
In that
did.
case, then I won't sleep. I'll go and meditate. My apologies.
Trance in your own space. As it were.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was just too quick.
What is it, Derek?
It's a
The ship.
Oh, if you don't have a room, you can, like, we can get you some space. I've got extra room in my bed.
Oh
Unless
yeah,
you want to
oh
shack
yeah.
up with, dear, I guess Boomer won't be there. You could have Boomer's room if you'd prefer.
Boomer's room's just a mess.
Boomer's just a mess.
To be honest, as long as I have somewhere I can put my bed roll down, I'll be fine.
Right.
What-
If we get well, if we're
is it
staying on the
Derek?
deck, I'd say if we're sleeping on the Derek rather than here, then well, in town, then that's all good. Otherwise, I was going to go and get us some rooms sorted.
yeah, Derek then.
The Derek.
Hmm.
Perfect. Are you taking the orb to the Derek, or are you taking it to Penelope right away?
Years up.
I was asking kind of generally.
That's dear.
Dear.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
having
okay.
the orb taken to the Derek or to Penelope now?
Penelope.
Okay, Penelope straight away. Okay. Is anyone else accompanying dear to Penelope with the orb?
Vian's
yeah,
had to walk
balls.
for like 3 days, so Vian's going to her bed.
Fair enough.
I'll go with him because it's only a short distance out the way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
10 minutes down the thoroughfare.
There
Yeah.
we go. Then.
I'll go and check in with the Derek and everything, make sure everything's sorted.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I'll make sure that Evan's got one of the standing stones and I've got the other then, and then I'll stay here with Deer.
Okie dokie.
The baby's gonna have some fun.
So, the three of you head to Penelope's tent. It is evening, so you catch her as she's like packing up shop essentially, where you see her like the one clone of Penelope closing and goes, Sorry, we're closed for the... Oh, welcome, hello, the three of you. What can I do for
Boomer
you?
is there as well.
Yeah. You is part of the three.
Oh, there's
Wasn't the four
It's,
of us?
Oh,
yeah,
you...
it's four of us.
Oh, are you there as well, Grace? Oh, sorry. I thought
Yeah.
you said to keep them split, you, like, the sending zone split, you went back
yeah,
to the ship.
yeah, but the sending zone split. So why would Greytail be coming with me to the Derrick if we're
I
keeping
thought
the sending zone
Boomer had
split?
the other one.
No, that's why
Well,
you
I've got
said
him.
give it to me.
No.
Yeah, Boomer gave them to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's alright. I thought Boomer had the other one, so because you said keeping them split, I assumed then you were going to the Derrick.
Ah, no, sorry.
No.
My bad. So there's four of you. Okay, that's fine. What can I do for the four of you?
Do you want me to go there, or have you got it?
You can explain. You know, it's better, I think.
Remember that ice golem deer was been blagging about?
Oh, yes. I remember multiple conversations. Surely I've heard about them from my sisters.
Yeah, turns out the ice golem was actually real.
Oh.
And this is the residence of it.
Oh, my.
And shows. I have been studying it closely for the last day or two.
And what are you looking
we-
to... Are you looking to sell it?
No. Potentially destroy it.
No.
As it is a...
Deactivate it, not destroy it.
Deactivate, yes.
Deactivate.
Make sure it won't come back.
Well, certainly. If you want to step inside, I can certainly grab the main girl herself, and she can have a look.
Excellent. I hope we are intruding on it tonight.
Well, we was all preparing for a night of rest, given how dark it is outside, but given it's your group, I'm sure she wouldn't mind. I hope.
Thank you.
The coin is placed in the bowl. You guys are brought into the storefront, like the storefront that has all of the items. And Penelope will go and fetch Penelope, and then Penelope will come out with Penelope.
Miss
And
Ruth Penelope.
it's the main Penelope comes out with the other Penelope. As the other Penelope goes back outside to continue like preparing the clothes down, the main Penelope will speak with you.
Greytail has a headache.
Well, I heard some interesting news that you found the ice golem. I mean, I'll be
You
honest,
did indeed.
I gave the map kind of at a... Not expecting much, but... I'm certainly impressed. I'm assuming that thing there is... the... piece?
It is. Is the orb still glowing or faded?
Very faintly.
So it is still.
It's got like a minor hum to it, but it's extremely dull and almost not. Obama, thank you for the follow.
Danny,
Yeah.
this thing's absorbing magic, right?
That was the theory given by Nokina. Yes. That was
So-
never. It was never.
Oh,
It was never. It was never confirmed. It was just a theory that Nokina said.
And if that theory were to be proved true, and they've just taken it into a very magic-rich area,
Yep.
Exactly. Why do you think I wanted to be here to see it go bang?
Into a magical
Nokina's theory,
into a
I've-
magical demiplane full of extremely powerful, some even legendary magical items and incredibly magical clones of people and things. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where I wanted to be here. Because this is going to be entertaining.
oh, so you are here as
Nokina's
well.
theory was more about ley lines and like absorbing through the earth, kind of, not
Thank you for the host, Lost.
vampiring the store. And she never rolled any checks on it either. It was just her theory.
Vampiring the store sounds a lot more interesting, though.
Exactly. Let's just enjoy the theory, the hypothesis, to see what's going to happen.
Nothing. Not sure.
Well, we'll find out shortly.
So you
Would be
wanted
with.
you wanted it disabling was the...
Yes.
And what was you going to say then?
Well, I was going to say off Boomer's initial check previously, would he have perhaps found that out?
No. Everything that you found out as part of your check was given to you. Because if I remember right, you didn't roll terribly high, but it wasn't exactly bad either. It was like a 15 or something,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Something like that you're not 100% sure on. Could be. Could not be. So I heard you wanted it disabling? It's clearly got some properties left to it. That much is
Yeah,
obvious.
this thing's already been summoned twice already. I don't want it happening the third time.
Well, usually that's the case with golems. It's more the book you have to target to render them completely inert, considering that's the piece that makes them. I'm assuming you have the book, yes?
No, it's back at in safe keeps.
Right.
But the golem was triggered without the book.
Right.
That's why I'm concerned.
And do you have any idea as what may have triggered it? Was it attacking? Did you attack it? Did you touch it? Did you do anything specific around it that you can remember? Or no?
There was a dead corpse to require some boots from.
You
Right.
just reach into your bag of holding and go, yeah, these boots.
Yeah.
And you hold them close to the orb, right?
No.
Sorry.
No, I do not. They'll put it back straight in the bag of holding.
Right, and
You
you...
got the corpse here too.
And do you think the corpse has anything to do with it?
I don't know initially. I wasn't know it was a previous mage.
Okay, that certainly could open some possibilities. Do you know anything else that might help as I roll a Arcana check, which will aid in possibly the DC?
Back in a minute.
Okay. Basically, I'm giving you a chance to lower her DC by giving her more information.
Yeah, I do have a contact with the artificer who's fought this before. If she could give you any information.
That would certainly be useful. Let me just have a moment. Okay. Well, golems trigger for a number of reasons. They're particularly used as servants, for the most part, made by wizards mostly, or arcanists and people like ourselves. But without the book, there's not too much you can do. But given obviously some of the things you've explained, it could be, and as a hypothesis, the corpse you found may have been the original creator, and golems typically do act aggressively defensive towards their creators.
Even just with sticks and bones.
The bond lasts eternities until the golem is destroyed or given a new master through the book. Transferring of ownership is possible, but with the original owner unwilling, we'll say, makes things difficult, but not impossible.
Would destroying the book or anything with the book
If you destroyed the
disable
book,
the go-
it would completely turn it into a lump of stone.
Right.
But having the book and making use of it surely is the more smarter thing, considering once the ownership is yours, it will be fully tamed and controllable.
So this thing wouldn't go on a rampage after random.
Unless something were to happen to its next owner.
That sounds like more fun.
The whole point would be is the one that has the book controls the golem. If the person is threatened or indisposed, the golem acts autonomously and fairly ferally primitive. They're not bright, but they follow directions extremely well. I don't have one myself, but I intend to in the future maybe. But I have my girls, so I don't need them.
I say better with the girls than a golem any day. At least they don't give you a thumping headache in the morning.
Well, at least my daughters here have the intelligence bigger than a gnat.
Of course.
Not to mention,
Is there anywhere-
golems are fairly obscene sometimes. They're big and brutish, but they work. You were saying?
Is there anywhere we could store this thing out of harm's reach for the time being?
I have vaults and spaces in which I can store items that I don't wish, but in terms of yourselves, do you have any places, considering it is yours after all?
Not for the time being. I just don't want this thing going into the wrong hands and then it ends up on the rampage. Killing
Keep it on the derrick, but the derrick isn't exactly secure, as we found out.
Yeah.
Yes, I was told about that. Evan came in and spoke a great deal of things the other day.
Would it be possible to put it into something like a modified bag of hold? And then locked away?
I don't have any bag of holdings, but like I said, I have my own personal spaces in which I can close it off if you are looking for somewhere to keep it hidden.
I would appreciate that if possible.
What would it take to... Would we certainly need the book to transfer ownership?
The book is
You said it was
absolute.
possible.
It can be disabled without the book, but with the book, without the book, it's impossible to transfer ownership.
Okay.
The book is the life source in which it's created from and lives in. Anything to do with the golem that isn't autonomously actioned, you need the book.
Say we store it here then.
I think that would be a wise.
And fetch the book.
No,
We
you said
get the book, Boomer.
Well, you said you know where it's being held, so
Yeah, it's in safe hands.
I'm
That's
sure
good.
if you are incredibly desired for, you could probably get your hands on it.
Yep.
Possibly, yes.
So what I'll do is, and she will cast telekinesis because of the weight of it. It needs it, and we'll lift it from the barrow, and you'll see like a small, like black hole like appear in the floor, and it just she lets go of the telekinesis and just, and then the hole just.
Like a vacuum.
Yeah, and it just sucks up and just snaps shut.
I like that.
Well, it should be safe for now, and it will be held in a space of stasis. Was that all you came here for?
How close to
let's
done is
see.
Evan's stuff as an out of character? Pending question?
Probably
We just flew
another,
like 4 days.
probably like another 3 days ish, maybe. because it was about a week when you were in Arbinum when you got here, because you spent a
Yeah.
week going down. So it's and then that it's probably about 3 or 4 days max.
Well, doesn't Boomer have a deal to do some work for you?
Yes, I was about to say my work getting some hours in.
Well, if you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. But I don't believe. Did you guys pay the part payment, the 4,000 something? I don't believe you handed it over yet because you're going to discuss it, wasn't you?
Oh, right.
Yeah, we haven't
No
done
idea.
the pay. We haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
I earmarked the gold.
because the point I was going to make is she's going to be. You can certainly come and work, but you know the deal was put on layaway almost because you know no money has been handed over nor as items.
Oh, right.
So it's
So
kind
for
of
tonight, do we want to just head back to the Derrick with everyone and then we'll regroup and come back in the morning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
all right then.
yes, the-
Well, feel free to come tomorrow. Like I said, you're more than welcome to do anything you wish here, but
Ooh.
given it was kind of not fully agreed, it was just arranged. I wouldn't want to put you to good work and then find out that the agreement was refused.
even if so, it could always return favours for another.
No, that's certainly fair. But for now, I would say we'll put a mark in it, considering I am about to close up for the night.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your time and your help.
And I'll see you all tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, Boomer, Persephone, Grey, dear.
I'll nod and good night.
Wow.
I wave.
You all do your appropriate responses and head out into the night towards the heavenly space known as the Derrick.
The Derrick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Those-
send a message through the stone saying, like, keep it close to shore because we're coming back. And we just go back.
You all eventually end on the Derrick. Hera, you come to view of this ship that doesn't have a single crew member, yet is fully maintained, operational, and active.
It does have a crew. We're the crew.
It's the crew.
No, you're passengers. Crew indicates you actually operate the sails and other bits and bobs. You
Can we be a slash crew?
sure?
Thank you.
Is about called Flash then?
You can mock the decks then.
The moment Vianne's in range, she does kind of just happen to telepathy to attempt to communicate with the Derrick and make sure he's all good.
The Derrick will respond, I am fine, thank you.
We got a new friend coming aboard.
Okay. Do I need to arrange a room?
That takes a bit, right?
I can have it done by the morning.
We'll figure that out when we get there then.
Okay.
And then once Helra's reacted to the massive ship, Vianne's going to attempt to give her a very poorly informed tour.
But yeah, how does Hera react to this crewless, well, technically crewless ship?
Hera's seen some weird shit in her lifetime. And there is this kind of moment of, what is, huh? And then she just kind of shrugs and gets on with it. You know, that kind of thing of, oh, it's them, like, they're all weirdos. It's all good. Kind of way.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
get that.
Yeah. And then will look and then see that there's just a book and go up to the book and look through some of the pages and notice it's blank and then just kind of raise one eyebrow and kind of be like,
And then
"What?"
as you like go to flick one of the pages, it kind of, not aggressively, just kind of lashes its page out of your hand and like re-goes back down. And then you'll see the word hello just appear and then disappear on the book.
The book, yeah, the book is how the ship talks to you. So just speak normally, and Derek can then respond.
How, I'll let you handle that.
What, have you never talked to a ship before? Come on.
No, like, dealings are more on the darker side. To be honest, she's probably encountered a mimic but doesn't know it's a mimic, and just kind of is like, the boat's possessed or haunted or something, and just kind of like shuffles away from it.
It's not,
From the pages.
yeah, no, it's not possessed. It's not that irritating.
Ooh.
It doesn't dodge my attacks for absolutely no reason.
Oh, I'm so salty.
He still remembers it.
I had it pointed out to me recently, so.
But yeah, I think someone mentioned that there was a room for me, or I could sleep somewhere.
Well, we can try and get you a room sorted overnight.
Cass's room.
No.
But we're currently... Space is a little tight at the very least, so while we'll do what we can, you are welcome to stay in my room if you see fit, or you can try one of the others.
Yeah, because I think Evan's got my room, and I'm just sleeping anywhere at the minute. Is that right? Or did I get a room?
You can have my bed for tonight if you wish.
Do you know we got there that fast?
It'll be organised later, probably.
Yeah.
I don't really need one. I can sleep anywhere.
Just try to give at least a little bit of a tour of here, the like while people are still on their way back.
Mm-hmm.
Just like here's everyone's rooms if you need to like knock or whatever. I have giant silk bed.
I'll kind of look in and then get to the room that I clock that I'm guessing she doesn't go and show her Cass's room.
Oh no, she doesn't go anywhere near that room. She's kind of like
Yeah.
mentally
You would also
avoiding it.
would you also show the room with Damascus in?
Otherwise, yeah, she doesn't. She opens just each door because she only half remembers where everything is as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's just like opening a door, and here is looks dirty, probably Deer's room.
Yeah, so you
I
don't
think.
you don't spot like a pantry. You don't spot like a cook's area. You don't spot like the deck for cannons. You don't spot any of that. You spot just bedrooms. A large. You notice as well, given how far the walkway goes down, that only about half of the ship is actually being used below deck, and one of the closets contains a piano that doesn't. It doesn't speak or anything. But then a bust that shouts "Hello" as the door gets goodbye as the door gets shut, and one door doesn't get touched at all.
Oh, okay.
It's a very fucked up ship, like to a
Yeah,
new point.
she's kind of like looking in each room, and especially as the door gets open to the mimic and the door, someone gets shouted, and she just kind of gets to the end of the door and is just like, okay. Is there just somewhere for me to put my bedroll down? I'll be fine with that. No one needs to give me their room. I'll be fine. Anybody?
Whatever you prefer. I just want you to be comfortable here, since I know you're working hard to protect all of us.
I'm kind of getting paid for it. So, what is there a free room?
Something about the ship being able to find spare rooms, but it probably won't be ready until sunrise.
Okay, so just for tonight then. I'm sure multiple of you offer, so I will just find somewhere.
Just a quick out of character question: can it rearrange when anyone's on the boat?
Yes. Yes, technically.
Without putting anyone in danger.
Yes, but slowly, basically.
I was gonna say
And-
that's part of the reason why it's extremely slow. So basically, like you'd probably like be asleep. Say if you were asleep in your bed, you'd wake up and you
Yeah.
notice your bed's been shuffled over as the walls like kind of crept in and pushed it along and stuff. Or maybe you'd wake up one day and you notice where your bed was against the wall, it's now a foot away as it's expanded. It can work around you, kinda.
Unless we need it to grow.
If you need it to grow, you need to feed it more than.
Few more.
Basically, what it's being fed now, it needs to be fed that and more. But as it grows, its requirements grow. I haven't put too much mechanics into it, but if it's a route you want to go down, I can certainly expand on it.
Yeah, Boomer would probably suggest perhaps when we're not on the boat, so Derek can.
The ship can, in
work in
theory,
peace.
go down to about the size of a canoe and grow to about the size of a man of war. At the minute, it is a decent sloop. But, as
And
you'd
also do-
expect, as a man of war, its food intake's going to be big.
Could it be a Brigadine?
Could do.
I mean, I think some people have offered for her because they don't need to sleep in a bed, so she will take someone up on that offer.
Vian's
Say-
just got a really big bed.
Okay, that's sounds good.
And then, yeah, Persephone offered to just meditate on the floor, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a standard beds, nothing fancy, but
I mean, just quick question: will you be sleeping somewhere else then?
no, I won't. I don't sleep. I'll just meditate.
Okay. And what about you? And she'll kind of point at Vian.
Oh, I've just, out of habit, shared my bed plenty of times. It's big, it's comfy. I mean, I don't really mind. If you mind, that's fine as well. Party isn't all that.
Wow.
I don't mean anything indelicate by that, and she kind of glares at Boomer.
Oh no.
Of course.
Dear.
The other one has I don't care. I just want to sleep.
Oh,
I mean, Vian's intent was to eventually have two beds and that she could sleep
Yeah.
in her tank because fish, but
Yeah.
her tank is not set up yet.
you can have my bed. I can sleep outside. I don't
Oh
mind.
Jesus! Another person there.
Sleeping arrangements are found.
I'm just gonna go to Vian's bed. There we go, sorted, done.
Sleeping arrangements are made.
Wait, where are you sleeping, Chloe?
Shut the
Mister.
fuck up, Liam.
No, I'm being serious there.
Okay.
We'll have sleepover if the will be.
If you're sure, I mean, I don't mind. You know,
Add more.
I'm used to being outside anyway. You know.
No,
so,
because like after Vian got her room on the ship, like out of character information, like I actually set up like a room proper with like loose. Her bed is
Oh.
like a size above king, and I marked off a very large amount of gold to accommodate that.
oh, well, I'm supposed to be warmer as well. So yeah, you
I'm just
choose.
gonna stay
yeah.
in Vian's room.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I can't understand. It's gonna be warmer. You know, it's got somebody in the bed with you.
Oh my God!
Yes, she would have chosen Persephone, but Persephone. I don't know about Persephone yet because Persephone kicked off at me, and I feel like she might stab me in my sleep. That's why I'll go.
Yeah, that is a favourite Persephone thing to do. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Everybody has to agree.
Oh yeah, I
So,
could
yeah.
learn. I could try a new trick that I've been considering might work given how this ship is. And she thinks for a minute. Hey, Derek, can you lock the door? And there's kind of like a question mark on that. Like, if he's able to like reshape and stuff, could he theoretically like, like lock the door? But
he couldn't make a key lock, obviously, because that's far too.
No,
but he
just,
could
like, literally meld.
He could, but that would take time. But what he also could do as well is make an appendage, like as a bar lock.
Yeah, that was kind of like just something sturdy that would stop Persephone from stabbing people in their sleep.
That is possible, yeah. To merge them, because obviously it takes time. It could take like half an hour each time. But yeah, you could make like a fleshy bar lock.
That sounds grosser than it is.
Yeah.
Considering the flesh is wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, because mimics obviously it mimics perfectly, but yeah, it's still flesh.
Either way,
I feel insulted, but justified.
Sleeping arrangements are made, and for those that rest, you will have another long rest. Danny is going to take a 1 minute or so bathroom break because I need to go and have a tinkle.
I'll get your hydration reminder from earlier.
I have been hydrating every time, and
Okay,
which is
I'm
part of
actually wanting to-
That's why he needs the bathroom break.
that is exactly why I need the bathroom break. But I will take another drink
Hold on.
before I go.
I'll send you another hydration reminder.
Okay.
That's how I got my message. Hold on. There we go.
We are in control now. He's gone.
I'm still here. Thank you. But
Oh no.
but yeah, feel free
Who
to
knows?
engage. There is 20 lovely people in chat. I'm sure some of them might want to say hello. Others might want to stab you because imp rights and all that. But yeah, I will be back in like a minute. Just
I
be
want to check the chat.
5 minutes later.
children.
I am going to use my claw attack.
You're
What
attacking
do?
The audience.
Why are you attacking the audience?
Because
it's
There was a
Liam.
7. There was a 7 hit.
Liam,
No,
no.
Doubted.
No.
Hold on. Let's roll damage.
If it
3.
didn't hit, taking your roll damage.
I don't know. Oh, I didn't even click that game.
We apologise, Internet, but this is Liam.
I got 0 damage that time.
I really wish I had admin powers so I could just mute Liam while this is going on.
I mean, I could mute Liam, but I can only mute him so I can't hear him, so...
I have been tempted numerous times.
Can I cast silence? Hold on.
Yeah, Liam.
Very nice.
Yeah, you can cast silence, Liam. You can do it by pressing the mute button.
No, but I can still hear you. That's the problem.
Well, then you just hit...
I didn't
you
mean to sound like an insult. I'm sorry.
But so then you can click the little headphones button next to it as well, and then you can't hear
Yeah.
or speak to us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God. I have cough, please, and beer. Anybody?
Oh dear.
Well, apparently you're scaring the chat.
Oh no. Oh.
He does that.
Yeah, we're all.
You do it to us as well.
We are worried, chat. He is starting to gain
Yeah.
a little bit more, sentience and consciousness to the world around him. As we have
Yeah.
noticed through a few of these sessions now, he is learning.
You don't know why he's learning.
Oh my
He wasn't
God.
trained that way.
Don't get him wet or feed him after midnight, and we'll be alright.
Oh,
Might multiply.
he wants to get me wet.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Talking about a
you
board,
walked into that one.
Yeah.
Chuck him overboard.
Hello, Danny.
Liam filled all of the airwave space while you were gone,
Yeah.
Yeah.
against our consent.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can only apologize, hopeful. Or I came back to, does someone want to get me wet?
No, I think it was Matt wants to get me wet.
What the
He wants to
fuck?
get deer
Liam?
wet.
What?
Me with the... Wait, hold on. I don't know what's going on anymore, to be honest.
You never knew what was going on in the
No.
world.
I've been drinking a lot of coffee lately, though. I
We
think
can
I've
tell.
come a bit further from reality.
What's your usual excuse?
Anyway. The morning will come.
Well, in the time that you were gone, I wanted to attempt to have a private conversation with Hailra until Liam spammed
Apologies.
chat.
Apologies. Well, go for it.
Sorry, Liam, I'm not actually mad at you. It was more of
No,
just
it's okay.
But no, Vianne wants to there because Hailra ran by. She doesn't know that, but I just know that Hailra ran past the trinket shop and whatever. And Vianne pulls out the box she got and is like, "Look what I got while we were there."
Oh.
And it's a
What was the
small purple velvet box. It's like about a ring box size.
Okay.
I think I got it last night after the thing. I don't know. I remember waking up and it was there, and we had some weird dreams prior.
Okay.
But you wish you stayed with me now.
I don't know. I just thought it was really pretty, and I wasn't sure if you'd, you know. Now I feel on the spot.
What are you trying to tell me?
I-
Thank you.
Well, it kind of came with some paper, and I kind of know some of the words, and I was kind of hoping somebody knew the rest of the words, and I thought you or Evan might be the only ones who would really know them, and Evan's been kind of distant as of late.
Okay, I will see.
The main question
Good
is,
call.
do you speak Sylvan?
No, I do not.
Then you do not understand.
So it's gibberish.
There is a letter of gibberish that she really wants
It's
to show
very
you.
eloquent cursive writing and is extremely beautiful, but entirely babble.
Yeah, in the same way Hailra was trying to intuit that Vianne was Fae. Vianne's like, oh yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like Hailra might know what this says.
No, I am.
Make a
I
just a flight intelligence check to see if you would
Okay.
actually recognize it as Sylvan, because just because you don't understand it doesn't mean you don't understand what language it is. Because like if I looked at German, I don't know what it says, but I know it's German. Do you know what I mean? Just make a flight intelligence check to see if you can
Let's
at
see,
least
hang on,
pinpoint the language.
Hang on. What language do you speak?
common and undercommon.
Okay, okay.
I went with my original race.
Oh yeah, no,
20.
you
I'm
would.
smart.
You'd be like, I don't speak Sylvan. Like, sorry.
Well, what does it say then to you?
Let's pull it up real quick.
You say you recognized some of the words.
Well, I recognize some of it, like I know the language, I just never learned how to read it properly.
You can speak it,
Like-
just not read it.
Like, and she points to the first couple letters where, out of character it says my dear, and she's like, see, it says my name right there.
Okay. So try and speak it aloud, and then maybe you'll be able. You know, like sometimes if someone's written something down and they've got it, like the letters in the wrong order, you can usually tell what they're saying.
And yeah, she does try to, I'm going to, out of character, translate it, obviously, because I'm
Go
not
for
going to
it.
try and invent what Sylvan sounds like. That's Danny's problem.
Go
Tell
for
me
it.
something vaguely French.
Twingy. We'll call it Belgian. It can be Flemish because it's like French
Oh.
adjacent.
You said
Ah.
that, Danny. Now you've reminded me of a film.
Oh, okay.
But it says, my dear, it seems I overdid it with you and your friends, question mark? And there's kind of just like a pause as she skims. Something about drinking this medicine? And the small one?
So
And she does like
there was some
translate it
medicine?
out after the fact, except she replaces the my dear with just her name because that's the only context she's ever heard it in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there was some medicine.
Yeah, I hadn't
Okay.
seen it in a while, but when I was younger, I know I got sick sometimes, and there was like this red, swirly, kind of glittery stuff. It was in the box, actually.
Oh. Okay.
It looked
So,
familiar, and it said to drink it.
do you drink everything that says drink it on it? Because you're going to get very hurt.
I mean, I recognized the liquid. It wasn't the first time I'd seen it, so...
And obviously, you know, the after you drank it, the feeling of heightened vitality and emboldened nature.
And who or what is the little one?
I don't know. I think they're mad at the little one and the big one. I think those were people. Maybe last night. Something about them not liking having fun. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it's related to that dream I had where we were all being really cool.
It was a dream, it was not real.
I don't know. I think you're pretty cool in real life.
I just know that, you know,
Oh,
I went to bed and
dear.
I woke up with this.
Yeah, deer just apparates into your room.
Yeah. Oh, he said the
You just
conversation.
thought-
Sorry, I thought.
No, I mean,
No, private.
I'll just mute myself. Though. Sorry.
Yes. yes
Yeah,
let
you
do that.
enjoy your caca.
okay, so this one is angry at the big one and the little one for not letting them have fun. And what was it this... What do you need me to do?
I wasn't sure. I was hoping to find somebody who could actually read the rest of it because I kind of learned Sylvan. I guess I didn't. I just know it. I think it's Sylvan. It's kind of just
And
the
Sylvan.
language that I speak. I grew up with it.
You grew up with the language of the Fae?
Well, I can't really read it very well. I don't really. I just know how to speak it.
No, how did you grow up with the language of the Fae?
Well, I was in this really pretty kind of meadow. It was really colorful, and I used to play there a lot. I think it was just dreams, though, because I don't remember how I got there, and I don't remember going back there. I just remember spending a lot of time there, and then suddenly not. And then I had a dream about it last night, and I woke up with this medicine that I used to take.
I will point out our character, it's been a few nights since we had the dream effectively, but okay.
Well, sorry, travel
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
The correct number of rests.
yeah. No, are you a Fae?
I mean, is there a way to check that? I grew up, like, on Degron with, you know,
Well, there is
like
a
our
there is,
Triton's Fae.
there is a fiend called Jezera Cairo that you can get tests done for like DNA and stuff.
Darling.
What?
That was terrible, Danny.
You're welcome.
Well,
You should be ashamed of yourself. You won't be, but you
No,
should.
I won't be.
I said you should. You won't, but you should.
Okay, fair enough.
you do realize your friend, Evan, because he is a paladin. I think they
Just to
can do
quickly, just let me quickly answer this because this is a question. Just it may affect
Yeah.
the conversation because Liam's asked, "Do we remember the dream vividly?" Or is it not? No, it was a very vivid dream. Like it's stayed with you, like not like a dream. Like normally, like after an hour, it's gone. Like no. You remember all of it, very detailed.
Wait, that's... See, this is why I came to you. You're so smart. Evan can figure this out. I was gonna ask him before, and he was just kind of I don't
Thing
know. He
is
didn't really
there,
seem
it-
conversational.
Yeah, we always used to run into paladins, and they didn't like me and my friends very much, and yeah, they somehow always seem to be able to detect us. So I assume he can do the same. You know, with his smiting and his holier than thou stuff.
Evan was
Yep.
really boring in my dream. He kind of just left the moment we got there.
He seems to be going through something. He pretty much gave up in the fight. Like it was like 2 hits and he hit the floor.
Wait, you remember
don't-
it too?
No, I meant the fight. It was a dream. Like there are so many weird things in this world that if it was we all slept, correct?
Yeah? After swimming in that pool?
Yeah. I have a question about that pool, to be honest. Why did you and she'll kind of like just do a nonsensical kind of like hands up and down to try and explain. You went shiny.
Well, doesn't
Very
isn't that how
foolish.
being wet works? Like you like kind of look shiny and glisteny and
You look like a diamond when it's refracting, but inside itself.
it sounds really pretty. I wish I'd seen that.
Well, I can only see a little bit of it because you use a spell to make it look like you weren't naked.
Well, given, you know, my family's position, my chasteness is very valuable and delicate.
That
So
is
I have to
some
protect my modesty.
absolute bullshit. I was just saying it's bullshit. If somebody else is dictating how you feel about your body or do with your body, then they can go fuck themselves.
Well, I've enjoyed a lot of company, just nothing too untoward. I was raised very proper, though. It kind of always clashed with some of my more whimsical cravings. I've learned like 5 instruments and I hate them all.
I understand that expectations, correct?
Yeah. They just wanted, like, anytime I deviated from the songs they wanted me to play, they'd get mad at me, so I stopped wanting to play them.
How many songs do you know?
Proficient across 3 instruments with a ton of charisma. Danny, is there a...
Is there a song she doesn't know?
Probably not. No.
Is
Um,
she? Are
well-
you specifically song common songs, or would you know stuff from like Drown Society?
She would probably know most all common songs, and I reckon there's probably a few twinges of like probably Fey folklore songs and like different little bits and bobs, little like hints and nods here and there.
Kind of like those hummed nursery rhymes that you'd get from your parents, just kind of bleeding into any songs she does know, even if they don't make sense.
This is a bigger question.
Mhm.
Would that this is to Danny as well?
Mhm.
Would there be any songs out and about or tales of Hera's friends, like old friends? That way-
Probably very localized, but yes.
Vienna originates from Degran as well, as a reminder.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
from Southeast. I'm
It's
beyond map.
it's probably more localized because usually tales of like creatures that live near. It's like, you know what I mean. They're fairly local. Very few get made bigger, but you know.
I'm sure you must be very good then. Just forced. Kind of bullshit. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I maybe wouldn't use that much of a word, but it wasn't very fun.
no, trust me. I mean, I properly rebelled when I was younger. Somebody who thinks that just because that you are from the DNA gets to dictate your life is disgusting, in my opinion. I'm sorry, but it takes very little to have a child. It takes more to bring one up correctly. And just because they have you makes them think that they have control over you. Not right. You are more than what they think you are. Obviously, from the shimmery, whatever the fuck it was, in the pool.
Yeah, I don't really know what that was, but I mean, it hasn't really happened that I can remember, but I typically don't look at myself. The pool was kind of familiar.
The pool was?
I don't really know why, because I don't, like, I've been to this country before, but never this far south, and never for any real long stays, but I remember swimming and playing in pools that felt like that, where they felt really relaxing and nice.
Yeah, just wasn't apparently compatible. It was so nice, you know? Seemed like the others had some fun. You know, Greytail was. I do have a question to ask, and you're the only person that I think would probably answer this. But what is everybody else's deal? Because they all seem very codependent on each other.
Well, I don't really have much direct insight, but shortly after I got here, it seemed like everyone looked to Cass for leadership, and with her disappearance, a lot of people have been very. I guess there's a whole, like, I miss her too, you know, but aside from her telling me to not charm everyone, intentional or not, I haven't really. Like, she was sweet, and I love her to pieces. She was really nice to us, but I don't know.
So that is why
I only
everybody.
just got here recently.
Do you know? Can you give me the lowdown on each of them? What do they like? What do they like? What do they dislike? Just so I can try to not be the one to create conflict.
And then she checks her player notes.
Yeah. Whip those.
Tell me what you think about the party, Ash.
Show me what you got.
Deer really seems to like shiny things. That's kind of the best I know. He's very easily distracted. Cass was really nice, and she was really smart, and I do really miss her. Hopefully I'll talk to her again soon. I don't entirely know about Persephone. She always seems to disappear in combat, but she seems to be helping, I think. Sorry, did I talk over you?
No, carry on. It's fine.
Greytail is really, really, really fast. I think you know, after you two fought, you saw that. I don't really know about Boomer. He's always very busy with Penelope or in his workshop. And Devin is really strong and protective, but lately he's, I don't know, he jumped in front to protect me, and that was really sweet of him. I felt like emotionally I've been less communicative with him recently.
Am I right in thinking, based on what Brunhilde told me, that he and this Cass were together, right? Maybe he's just feeling it because she's dead.
Well, she's not. She's just disappeared. I don't entirely know. I frequently meet people that I like, and then they disappear. And I met Cass, and Cass was really nice, and I was getting along with her, and she disappeared like everyone else. I assumed she just ran away or something, but apparently she's with the bad people. Numbers?
The mages, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed she just got mad at me and left like everybody else did, but sounds like the mages were involved.
From what I've heard, I mean, they seem very vindictive for you guys just accidentally falling into them. You know, if you stop still, someone walks into you, technically. If you know, we're like two carts going down the street, and if one's still and the other one goes into the back of it, it's technically the cart in front. You guys just went into the back of them, and they're acting like you're the asshole.
Yeah, we should have both just said sorry. I don't know why they took our friends. Like, that seemed really mean of them to do.
Very.
Well,
But,
our friends, I
don't-
never met the two.
Just so you are fully aware, I intend to stick around for as long as you need me, and then I will go. It's not because I am angry at you, it's just because I have other jobs.
Yeah, I understand jobs and stuff. There are times where, like, I'll meet someone in a town even, and we'll make friends, we'll seem nice, we'll go shopping, we'll go, wander around, and I wake up the next morning and they've either disappeared or they're yelling at me, and I have no idea why.
I don't know. What do you usually do? Show me. What is it that you do to make them angry at you? Or
Well,
what would you?
they just suddenly get angry at me. It's like I make friends and I'm polite and I'm cordial, and then they just get mad at me. Like an hour later, a day later.
If they're angry at you though, and you've just been nice and cordial, then you don't really want friends like that. If you've been a nice person who's polite and welcoming, and then they get angry at you, they're getting angry at you because they have a problem.
Well, sometimes we disagree, but they then decide to stop disagreeing, and then Cass got mad at me for people agreeing with me.
Is this the charm thing that you were on about, that?
I think so. Yeah,
I see why. It's just I get why you do it because people are more easier to deal with, but from my experience, when something is taken away from you and taken out of your hands and you're made to do really bad stuff, or even nice stuff like I was going to say shopping was nice, but it's not. It doesn't feel good. It feels like somebody has just taken away your choice, your will.
Oh, my parents always told me I should do that when we go to parties and stuff.
I think we can agree from what you have told me is that your parents are bullshit. They're bullshit people. They commanded your belief of your body. They made you charm others and take away their will. It sounds like they are using you.
Oh.
Do you want to sleep?
Yeah, let's talk to Evan in the morning. With that idea of
I
yours.
assumed this was morning.
No, this was the night.
Oh, I thought this was like.
Yeah, this was night before.
Okay. I thought you was having this conversation like in your room when you woke up. Okay, but no, either way, it's fine because a night's rest will come over you all.
One other thing is Evan will be sleeping back in Evan and Cass's room.
Yes.
Is he
Alone.
okay?
He
Do
does
anything
not.
else? Or does he just go sleep?
No, just goes in. He makes sure he doesn't touch any of Cass's. He leaves the room as it was when he enters, but he just goes through.
Yeah, because his life wouldn't be worth living if he messed it up, especially the books.
I don't think Cass would really mind Evan going through the books, to be honest. Evan's a different story. If Deer went in there, oh boy, Evan was different.
Yeah, but it's case of like Evan probably doesn't look after the books properly and probably would damage the spine or something. And
Oh, it has absolutely
what was
nothing
it
to
with
do. You know, just leaves it like that. It's
yeah, but either
perfectly
way,
fine to do that.
a rest will come over you all, and you will all wake up adequately slept and awoken. Motherfucker.
We have been awoke.
Dunked on.
Every fucking time.
Sorry, are you after me? I was literally about to run to the toilet.
No,
I'm so sorry.
no, go on, you're fine.
Okay? Are
Go.
you sure? Did you need to
Go.
Run
help?
now, while you have the chance. Run, take your freedom.
You all wake up, refreshed and awake. The day is yours. Is there any particular plans you have?
Obviously, Evan would have been, well, the rest of the group would have been filming about the state of the orb, safe hiding place, and obviously explanation of the book.
Yeah, the fact that there's potential if you get the book, you can transfer the ownership to one of you guys, potentially.
Yeah, or even destroy the thing. Or disable it.
Mm-hmm. That can be done without,
Nice.
but it's just hard.
Still an option of going down, though.
Yep. Let's get everything. Yeah, well, we can get everything sorted to deal with that. I believe I had someone who was coming to ask me to read something for them.
Potentially.
Are you doing it, though? That's the question.
Presuming Hailra can be snagged, considering they were sharing a room anyway. Because it was partially Hailra's idea to go ask Evan about the whole detecting things.
Well, unfortunately, Hailra's having a mind blank.
Yeah, she can just, like, Schrodinger along.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Evan, and Vian kind of, like, childishly and excitedly runs around looking for him.
Morning.
Hailra had a really good idea that I should ask you about. Well, I was gonna ask you anyway, because Cass seemed to know the things that I was saying the other day. And
Okay.
I thought that you might at least recognize it as well, maybe?
Possibly.
And then Hailra had other ideas that we can sort out afterward?
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
sure.
You said Cass
I mean,
instead of
it's
Hailra.
Oh.
You said Cass seemed to know the things I was saying
Yeah.
the other day.
The other day.
No, that is. Well, not the other day, but a week ago, yeah. Cass clocked Vian speaking Sylvan and asked if she was speaking Sylvan.
Oh, yeah. No, it's alright. I just thought, I thought you'd, messed
Yeah,
up.
no,
It
I
was just an
spoke
interest.
correctly.
Okay, no, okay. My bad.
And, other day being very large air quotes of, 2 weeks ago, but
Yeah.
what is time?
Mm-hmm. Of course, but I'm not as good with languages as Cass, but I can still give it a go.
And at that point, Vian tries to show Evan the letter of Sylvan script, which does share with Elvish at least.
Yeah. And do you speak Sylvan?
I don't speak Sylvan, but I do know Elvish, which uses the same script.
It does? Yeah. Because
It wouldn't be same grammar syntax, but...
Yeah. Just make a general intelligence check just to... you are going to be able to translate. It's just how correct. Do you know what I mean? Because, yeah, no, it is right. It uses the exact same text, but, yeah, grammatics and probably, slangs and things. Okay, decent.
Especially with the plus nothing.
Yeah, no, that's solid. The note reads as follows. My dear, it seems I overdid it with you and your followers. I thought they and you were ready for such tests, but it seems you need more time. Drink this. It will help you. And talk to the armoured one and the small one. They did not seem keen on doing as they should.
Okay. So I translate. Here's someone gave you a gift, according to this?
Yeah, there was this really pretty box and she fishes it out. There was some medicine inside as well that I drank.
Okay, you drank it. Did you feel any better for it?
Yeah, I felt stronger again. Well, not stronger, because I'm in kind of noodle arms.
Hardier.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I
okay.
remember drinking this once or twice when I was really, really little. Because I was sick all the time. And then I stopped being sick, and then drinking this, though, kind of... when you're, feeling okay and, not good, but, you feel better and you realize this is the good you're supposed to feel?
Yep, I know that
She says
feeling.
to Evan with a broken kidney.
Yep.
It's I felt fine before drinking it, but, I drank it, and then I felt like, oh no, this is what flying is supposed to be.
Yeah, yep, that's probably for the best then that you've drank that then. Do you know who's sending you this? Because, I mean, I'm guessing it doesn't have a love from. At the
No,
bottom,
no.
does it?
The note was like that was the entirety of it. It was in like eloquent cursive
Yeah.
Sylvan and stuff, but no, it didn't have like a from.
It didn't have love mother or something like
No,
that.
no. It's because it was assumed, it was
Yeah.
obvious who it was from Vian's perspective, so there was no need almost.
Yeah, but no, look, see, like, they knew who I was, because right at the top it says my name, and she points again at where it says my dear on it. She's like, yeah, I was called that, like, the entire time I was growing up, and then my parents stopped calling me that, so...
No, that's my name.
You're not there.
I'm listening to the walls.
Derek, I'm very, out of character. I'm very close to rescinding Derek's sparing you from becoming part of the menu.
To follow the French meme, it's probably closer to Manchuri or similar, it's just, yeah.
Yep.
She sees that, she's like, yeah, that's what people called me growing up.
Mm-hmm. It's a name of affection. It doesn't quite translate to your name, but it's a term of affection, so probably for the best for you, really. Right. It says, however, that you need to possibly speak to... Well, it says the Armored One, so... either myself or Hailra. I presume you've been speaking to... Well, given that Hailra's here.
Hailra's Schrodinger's
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
When
I'm here.
Gian woke up, she went looking for Evan and tried
Oh,
to drag
okay.
Hailra along.
Yeah, I would have gone along.
Okay.
Just-
Apparently, she needs to speak to the Armored One and the Small One. Which...
I'll quickly, for the sake of people and notes,
Yeah.
I will copy it into chat because, yeah, I just realised none of you have it apart from.
Mhm.
There you go.
The Armored One and the Small One.
Well-
Given it mentioned something about did not seem keen on doing something, I'm guessing it's probably not Hailra.
Yeah, I had this dream after we went swimming. Well, after I guess you didn't go swimming, but I had this dream after we went swimming where we were all kind of playing where I grew up, and it seemed like you guys didn't want to play. And Boomer kind of wandered off towards the end as well, so maybe it's about you guys just not liking the game.
Oh, yeah.
I can almost imagine his face like contorting at the realization.
Yeah, that did in fact happen.
Oh, did you?
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yep, nope, I had the same thing. I was hoping it was just a dream, but apparently it wasn't.
It was just a dream.
Wasn't.
Dreams are just dreams.
It wasn't a dream, I'm afraid.
But we were asleep, and then we were in some weird place. And I mean,
Yes.
granted, my dreams were a little bit more improper, but, it was a dream.
It wasn't a dream, I'm afraid. This was... That's why I didn't like staying there, because it had a connection to the Feywild.
Oh, yeah, that idea. Helra, you had that one about paladins?
Oh, yes. I believe, based on my knowledge of paladins, and that is what I assume you are from the smiting you did.
Yes.
Yes. That
You,
I
yeah.
believe that paladins, when they are searching for creatures from that plane, have an ability that they can do, so they can tell if you are Fey or not.
Apparently I went really pretty in the pool, and Taylor thought that was...
You did have a glow about you when you
It
came
also
back.
happened in the other place as well.
Well, yeah, the other place was a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you had a glow. Well, you had a glow in the pool, which was connected to the Feywild, and you looked different and more powerful when we were in the Feywilds. It's pretty good to presume that you've got some Fey connection.
You can tell for certain, no?
I can tell if she's. I can tell if a person is celestial, fiendish, or undead. And
Can
if
you
the
not detect?
I'll do a divine sense.
Well, because paladins can also prepare.
Prepare what?
Detect evil and good also includes Fey.
Yeah.
I'll
Out of
put-
character, I'm basically saying that there used to be paladins that would come and hunt down fake creatures.
Yeah, well, in the case of myself, did not prepare detect evil or good.
Evan doesn't believe in preparing spells.
They're just smite plots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also assuming that Hera doesn't know too much about paladins, so not
Yeah,
knowing
no,
whether it's
obviously-
or just innate.
As Michael said with Divine Sense, no, nothing would. Ooh.
Angelic, fiendish, or undead.
For some weird reason,
Angelic.
Boomer seems to be
Oh,
glowing.
yeah, Celestial. Yeah. Duh. I had a fucking. Because you said Angelic then, it kind of threw my head. Yeah, no, you're right. Because I'm reading Celestial and you said Angelic.
Is there someone who's undead here? Does
Nope.
anyone ping?
Nope. No one pings. No one pings.
In fact, I think the only. I think the only even slight ping I get in detection is I pick up the. Like the pulse goes out and I would say kind of just like a little person here reads normal, and I ping on 3 things I believe in the entire radius. I pick up the 2 mimics and I pick up Hailra.
I thought Mimic's Aberration.
I thought the three minutes.
What I'm saying is I don't ping up like these are dangerous. I mean just like
No, but I thought
Same-
Mimics weren't one of those 3.
No, because it doesn't pass through.
basically if I'm saying it along the lines of if a radar pulse goes out and I ping on a couple of little things and it's just like nope, that's not necessary. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention.
Yeah.
There's only 3 things in the entire area that I pick up on because there's only 3 things that do not have a necklace on them.
Okay. Now I'm with you. I thought you meant as in like they were
No.
one of the 3. That's what confused me. No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
They're not pinging as in like something to detect.
Yeah.
It's more just
I'm with you. I'm with you.
know, I register that, but it flies under the radar because it's not necessary. It's not what I'm looking for.
No, you can get why I got confused, but I'm with
Yeah.
what you mean now. I'm with you.
Yeah.
No,
So, yeah.
none of the immediate area picks up anything.
I can. There is an ability I can like. It's not something I had got set for today. I can prepare it for tomorrow if you would like. If I can detect whether or not you have Fey connections for certain, but I was not prepared for it for today. My apologies.
It was an idea Helra had last night.
It's a good idea, and I can definitely find out tomorrow for you. Though you will need to take the necklace off when I do it.
That's
I'm
a good
sorry
point.
you didn't like the game.
I did not involve myself as I believed it was nothing of importance. It was something trying to mess or as you say, play a game with me, and I was not in the mood.
Yeah, if that was. I know Helra says it was a dream, so maybe it was just my memory of that place, but
That was not a dream. That was we were pulled through to some part of the Feywild.
well, because I used to go there all the time, and it was always fun to play there. And I think just because I was younger, it was different games, and I think because I'm bigger now, it was like the games that I'd been playing recently with the like everything going on with us. It kind of reflected that because I've been having a lot of fun traveling with you guys.
It was for you. It was probably, and for you, it was probably it's a game. this thing. For us, for myself, it felt like something was toying with us or trying to test us, and I was not willing to let it do so.
I mean, you're technically right, because in the note says test.
Yeah.
You were correct.
Yeah, something was trying to test us, and I was not giving it the satisfaction of its knowledge. We've got too many people already poking around at the sides. So I'm not in the mood for new strangers to start prodding me.
Oh my.
Well, yeah, I think that was like kind of my place. I don't know if that helps you going forward, but I remember that place a lot. I thought it was just dreams, but if you're saying the dreams were real, I don't know. I was little.
I believe that they were not dreams. That we were elsewhere, or something to that effect. Anyway, Cass would know more. She probably would have had a field day over it.
That's a good idea. I should try asking her eventually.
Asking her how and when.
Well, I mean, hopefully she's eventually, right? Like,
Well, when we get back to her, yeah.
yeah, so I'll just try to remember to ask her.
At that time, that's fine.
Oh, right. And she kind of like has like that spark of realization. She's like, you're supposed to be vigilant and don't give people inches.
I'm sorry, what?
So I don't really know. It kind of sounded incoherent when I heard it too.
Heard it from who?
Well, no, it was a saying I heard.
From?
It was after the dream, I think.
Okay. From within the dream or from someone else? Because I don't think it would be from within the dream if they feel that I was not participating in the test.
I don't really remember. We kind of were walking for a lot. It was just early in the morning.
You know,
Gone very quiet.
Do you sense the bullshit?
Oh, I sense it, but
He's getting his. Oh, that sounds like someone I know.
oh,
Me
he knows, but he's needing confirmation, and Vian is very specifically not confirming.
Or denying.
Oh no, there is. It's confirmation, but it's just I am not confirming the source. It's like I had a message from someone, but I'm not allowed to say who from.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you anything else.
Whoever told you that, do they not trust me?
I just, we were staying at the resort. I talked to a lot of people. I don't really remember where I picked it up. I don't know, I thought it might mean something?
That specifically, I need to be vigilant and not give people an inch.
Well, I think it was more like just one of those, like, sayings kind of things.
But you said it was specifically for me.
Oops, I misclicked. I'm gonna go with Persephone's room.
You actually cast it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you casting?
As you're kind of like the gears are whirring in your head, Evan, and how
Oh, it's not. It's not gears are whirring. I am aware of what I'm just kind of just looking
just
at.
instantaneous, just like a flash of purple light, the flash of a door, just gone. Persephone, you wake up with a bright flash of light in your room as Vian is in the middle of your room.
Can I help you?
I thought I'd help you get ready for the day. Maybe that's, I thought, I know I've gotten you some nice outfits and I know you're more comfortable in that, but I thought maybe if you had a helping hand, maybe. We're just gonna be relaxing. You don't really need your armor.
Well, I'm currently resting in my armor, so I don't really need to do anything.
Yeah, no, Persephone's currently just like sat bolt up on the bed, probably dagger at the ready, and then you just
Yeah.
like you just watch as this dagger gets slid back under the pillow.
Oh no, it's probably just been kneeling like trance there with like the bow ready to draw or something.
This is very unusual, especially the fact that you just appeared in my room without any sort of anything. Very strange.
I think I fell through the cracks.
I'll look up and I go, what cracks? I'd still have my dagger ready, to be fair, because this is very suspicious. Someone just appearing in my room.
I knew I should have gone with Deer. I just didn't want to deal with the smell of his room.
That's also very understandable.
You could have just gone to like the top deck or something.
Danny, I don't think you understand how panicked young girl brain works.
Okay, fair enough.
Sure, would have been a better location.
I head up to top deck.
Not there.
No. Derek.
You fucking grass. Yeah, go on.
Derek, did someone just leave the ship and then reappear elsewhere on it?
Yes. Was that correct? Is it a bad person? Intruder?
No, they were meant to be here. Do you know where they vanished from in front of myself and then reappeared elsewhere, correct?
They were with two other people, yes.
I'm going to say the one of the people was me that's just walked from that location to here.
Right.
Howard's just standing in Emma's room going, okay.
Oh, no.
I'd imagine this was in like the hallway.
Yeah, this is the hallway. They're not in the room.
I had visuals of like she like kind of ambushed Evan like coming out of his room or something. But yeah, go on. So yeah, like he confirms that that's right. Yeah.
Where are they now?
First door on the right. Persephone's room.
Oh.
Derek don't know shit. He's just gonna give it up for free.
Derek's a heckin' snitch is what he is.
Yeah, so back to me then. I'm like, so why are you in here then?
I was having a conversation with Evan and I had the sudden inspiration that maybe I'd help you get ready for the day and we could hang out and stuff.
And what was you talking to Evan about, considering you just randomly appeared in my room out of nowhere?
Just the kind of like weird dreams we were having the other day, and apparently Evan says they weren't dreams, but they were, I don't know.
No, I remember a dream with most of you dying, including me. It was not funny. Was that you?
That too. I know that place. It's a really pretty place I go to all the time.
No, it's not a pretty place. It's a vile place.
You didn't like all the flowers and mushrooms and...
Why would I like being dragged somewhere against my will and being tortured? And watching my friends being tortured to death? What's entertaining about that?
that's kind of what we do on a daily basis, and I don't know. I thought it was fun hanging out with you guys.
Both of them were spitting hard facts, you know.
No.
when Persephone said that, I was like, you know what, that's very fair. And then when Vian just responded, he was like, you know what, yeah, that's fair too. Fuck.
Yeah.
At this point, I probably can't.
Oh yeah. It's at this point, just like.
Oh no, I'm not opening the door. I'm just knocking on.
Okay. No.
Enter.
And the door opens, and Evan, you see.
Oh, hello, Evan.
Hey, I was helping Persephone get ready for the day. Maybe some privacy or.
No, she wasn't helping me. She just randomly appeared in here and said, "I've decided to help you."
This is where this is where in a jester voice, like Vian just shouts, "We're naked."
I would get off the bed and I'd have my dagger just slightly like ready just in case, because I don't know what the friggin' hell's going on here.
Yan?
Yeah?
Why don't you want to talk to me about this?
Yeah, why don't you?
Well, we
Well-
talked about like the dream and stuff. It was a good dream, and
Yes, it was the message that you were supposed to pass on afterwards. That
the moment
apparently...
Evan starts to say message, Vian's gonna try and grab him in Dimension Door again.
Grab him in Dimension Door.
She technically has to consent to it, but
I realize what she's doing, and I will accept.
Okay, so
Well, I don't know. Before you go, I don't know what you're doing. I just see it going for Evan, so I will dive with my dagger ready to go at her throat.
okay.
I don't know what she's doing. She's facing away from me.
Okay, Vian, where are you taking Evan?
aiming for Crow's Nest, but I'll happily take that opportunity attack.
I'm not attacking. I'll tell you, I'm going to like grab you and put my knife by your throat and say like, "Don't even think about it," sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, Persephone.
Yeah.
Are you consenting to the fact that you want to stay in close proximity to Vian?
Well, I think
Yeah,
you can only take
because
one person with me.
Oh, is it only one? I thought. I know.
Well,
Ah.
would be prioritised in this way.
The spellcaster would have the priority to pick, I would imagine.
Okay.
That's how, because she's the one casting it. Whereas if it was Evan casting it, you know, yeah, whatever. Okay.
And pure verbal means I could do it even if restrained.
Yes,
As
you
long
can.
as I could get contact on Evan too.
Yep, I know that very well. Yeah, so
Evan would step forward. Would probably step forward at that point. Like she doesn't mean it. Like just kind of just.
and as you
gently
take
rest his
one
hand.
step forward, instantly just, woof, and Persephone, your grip just slips as your hand goes through the purplish energy and just vanishes as they disappear.
There's a split
Can
second where
both of you make dexterity saving throws? Because the crow's
They
nest
didn't-
is small
Right.
and not intended for such activity or amounts of people.
I'm about to throw Evan off the crow's nest, aren't I?
Hi, Evan.
Okay. No, the
I
D.
was expecting the one, and you just hear Evan go thud.
No, the DC was 12, which is okay. It's not entirely bad.
Danny, I'm just gonna roll again.
Hey!
Oh, that one not good.
Ah.
That one not good.
Yes.
Bye, Evan. I didn't mean to kill you.
Right, before you do anything, because obviously this would be instantaneous, wouldn't it, of this me trying to grab her?
Basically.
No, you did
no,
grab her, and
I'm-
then your hand's just
yeah,
gone through.
Yeah, the idea is I'm imagining it as she's dashed forward to try and speak to me. You've grabbed her, tried to pull her back. I'm stepping forward, saying I don't think she means any harm. As she then grabs hold and poofs away, as I'm just trying to move.
Yeah.
I'm reaching up to try and move your arm away and the knife, just trying to explain it, and then poof, gone.
And then as
No,
you
I don't know nothing. So at that point, I'll be screaming for Boomer, Greytail,
Yeah,
Dean, everyone
and
else.
but as you start like screaming for attention, you both land in the crow's nest, and you both stand okay. And as you fall backwards and hit the because it's like a large bucket almost, you both kind of fall back. And Vian, you hold your ground. Evan, you were okay. Then your back hit the lip, and right in the spot that's bad, and it instantly your limbs react in reactively, and kind of you took in to yourself to protect yourself, and your right foot that was on the edge of the hole that takes the ladder down, your foot slips off.
I just full on
Yeah.
I've nearly got it, and then I think Vian just kind of watches there's a.
You watch the face contorting oh fuck, and then
just
drops.
Gone.
As you drop, it's probably about 30 feet, so that's 3d6. Fucking hell. Okay, 14.
Damn it, Evan.
I'm doing this in my armor if that doesn't make any more or less.
It's gonna potentially stop a broken bone.
What did you say to Derek at all?
I think Derek's got a pain threshold.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
Me hitting him is not enough to cause him damage.
Actually, yeah. The hull has a damage threshold of 15, so anything less than a 15 does 0 to the Derek.
I do not hurt him when I hit him.
So while the Derek would feel it, and it's by no means pleasant, the Derek does not take any damage. As you hear the screaming, not long later, those below deck hear the loud poof above deck. Sounds
I was thinking, as I didn't hear any of the arguing going on below deck, I assumed I was on deck.
You were all in the process of waking up, but
you just saw an Evan meteor.
Yeah.
Haora, you'd be most definitely the first person on the scene, given you kind of stood in the hallway. You know that kind of froze, what the fuck? You know when you just confused?
You'd see me running up the ladders going, she just took him.
Yeah, so
don't know what happened.
It would be Haora, followed very quickly by Persephone, Boomer and Dia very quickly after because of mobility and cats.
Yeah.
Boomer, you would unfortunately be last, but I would say all of you would be very quick. Forgo armor and things like that, because I'd imagine it's up, grab the nearest item and go.
I would go straight towards Evan or Bort first. So that would probably be the first thing I would see.
Yeah. But yeah, you eventually go towards the sound of the noise, and Vian's in the crow's nest, and Evan's in a heap on the floor in the process of just gingerly standing.
Would you be conscious there, or because obviously that fall would have probably knocked him big time?
Oh no, he is, but he's very stunned and dazed for a moment.
In the time them doing that, I was just and just grabbing me, just reaching over, kind of touching the side for a moment, and then just lay on hands the.
I would try and support you as you get up, and then I'd pull my bow out, ready to shoot at Big Vian, because I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Down, she didn't mean that.
He just threw you off the crow's nest, and you tell me to mean that. Look at you.
I look perfectly fine.
Fine, sorry.
It's fine. She didn't mean
What
that.
happened?
I believe Vian wanted a private conversation, but decided to put it high up instead of on shore.
High up, you guessed me. 30 foot in the air, high up, is great.
It was my own fault. I didn't grab hold of the side. Thought I had. I missed.
Your own fault being dragged up there. Yeah, that's really intelligent decision there. It's fine, it's my own fault. I get teleported into the 30 foot up there. My own fault. Yeah, great. Falling 30 foot down. My own fault. Yeah, great.
How far is the coast down?
30 foot up.
If that was unclear.
I cast Mage Hand and slap Vian.
Aww.
Don't.
Oh, fuck Vian.
I'm about to say, I've got up and I'm working my way towards the ladder and the rigging, and I'm just going to go up towards her.
Again, I slap Vian with Mage Hand.
It just explains that it was an accident.
Yeah. No.
It's not an accident.
Evan says it's an accident. It's an accident.
We've got some bloody mother teleporting our people around and throwing them off.
Just
I
boom is
just-
the stars if he had not done a bleep.
What?
Can
I
we
would like to
carry on,
repeat.
please?
What is going on?
Well,
It was just something in the middle where it's like, I imagine it's like, you know, the meme of the cat, and then there's a lady shouting at her in the middle of it.
No,
Okay,
I'm
but,
I'm pretty sure Hailra is I'm guessing it's community meme of he walks in and the place is on fire and people are fighting.
Yeah,
Well, this is the thing, because like Nevermore Hopeful was like what's going on, and I'm like, it's a lot of backstory stuff, beauty in the detail. You gotta watch the old episodes. Like it's literally that. It's just like, what the fuck is going on? It
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense if you know a lot of the details. Fucking
I
hell.
am climbing back up to the
Oh.
crow's nest at that point.
Yeah, it's a good thing I slapped her, not shoved.
Okay,
Should have shoved her.
can you
I could have,
make
but I
the
didn't.
con save again? Because
No, I'm just doing movement. I'm not doing action. I am not rushing it. I am slowly taking my time.
good. Okay, that's fine. You can get why I
I
was
am
saying.
I'm specifically not actioning. I took the save to be.
And you didn't cast it on him?
No, it's an 8 on her, not
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, the dress.
her dress has an 8 feather fall.
I forgot.
Oh, I would say the other thing also is you got a 19 because my aura. No, not a 19. Sorry.
20?
Actually, that's a good point. I should have my thing's gone up to 16, so I would have had an extra 1 to me saves. But
Yeah, but the
still.
nat one though.
So yeah, technically, Vian got a 20 on the save. I got a 20 on the save, and then I got a 4 instead.
That's fantastic.
So which would have technically been a 9 to con save, but still.
You would eventually and very carefully climb your way up, with Persephone wanting to shoot her, Boomer slapping her.
Okay, as I kind of get up to the top, and he's just like, okay, grab hold of like the mage hand and just push it away.
It's invisible.
It's not invisible. You are not a rogue.
No, it is invisible.
He's
No,
got.
Oh dear.
No,
What's the feature?
only-
It's Telekinesis Intelligence, you learn the maid's hand spell and
Oh,
can
you took
make hand
telekinesis, yeah.
invisible.
Okay, if it's that,
Yeah.
How high
fine.
is the crow's nest? though?
30 foot.
Is it 30
Look,
Fucking
foot,
hell!
just in
Is
range.
this not clear?
oh, what is
So
still?
if I take the
You wanted
While Evan goes upstairs, I'll explain to the guys downstairs what I know of what just happened.
Yeah.
So I get up to the crow's nest. What state is Vian in when I get up there, besides having a face slapped?
Absolute panic.
Good.
good.
As I say, I love how you went like you basically gave me the Alistair Moody constant vigilance and just went constant vigilance. Fuck.
So
I get up to
yeah,
the top
you
and
see
just-
her
yeah.
in like this probably slightly trembly, what the fucky moment.
She's like the standing equivalent of fetal.
Mhm. Okay, so I climb to the top.
They didn't mean to drop you.
I'd say, seeing how panicked she is and everything, Evan will lean in to give her, to kind of give her a hug if she needs it.
Aww.
What a pussy.
Alright, let's teleport Evan 500 feet up in the air and drop it.
I'm
Kidding.
coming back down with the maul this time with swipe prepared. Next person who says anything that tells her I don't want to hear.
thrown off a bloody crow's nest and gives her a hug. What?
Say that, I could have also thrown her off, but I didn't.
You should have.
I know you didn't.
It would make a difference anyway, would it? Featherfall.
Guys,
Featherfall would have been fine for me, but I know you didn't mean that.
We don't.
I was trying to take a shortcut up here, and the shortcut kind of missed a little.
Probably best not to try and teleport when panicked, eh?
Well, yeah.
We're in somewhat relative privacy at the moment. What is it that you want to say, but you don't think you should?
I would like to spend 1 sorcery point on Subtle Spell,
okay.
and then I would like to borrow Rose and Michael and Whispers real quick.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh, right. Times is in there.
No,
dear.
Certainly. I will move you
Okay.
3 down and myself.
Or do we all move and everyone else?
I'll
and they
I'll
stay
move
so
them.
it's on
Don't
stream?
worry. Just give me a sec.
Hmm.
Yeah, you guys stay, and I'll get them to listen to this.
Bye, everybody.
Hello.
There you go.
Subtle Spell working on Cass.
All the rest of the world.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In kind of a half panicked, like in Sylvan.
Let me just check if Cass actually had Sylvan.
I believe she did, because I remember we checked before. Or I guess she sent the same message 3 times in 3 different languages.
She speaks a loads of languages. I know she has audio, because I think that was the one she picked up with you. Bear with me. Right, this boy's not playing. Yes, she speaks Sylvan. She speaks one of them.
Oh gosh, you picked a great time to go warbly.
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you perfectly.
So that was a confirm.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so subtle sending to Cass. What can I say to Evan to make him trust me? And
What is going on? Tell him the truth. He will understand. And
okay.
Evan can be trusted.
They can eavesdrop on the crow's nest part, but that part of this is very
Yeah.
Yeah,
Michael
they're
had
all
to be here in
probably
case
watching
there
the
was like a
stream as
nickname or
well.
whatever.
I might
Yeah.
like just they're probably watching the stream.
Shall I?
That's fine.
Should we prolong their suffering, or shall I move us back?
Not
go
moving
back.
Okay.
Move us back.
Okay.
Okay. See you then. Hello, we're all back.
There you go.
Hello.
I watched as my
Hello, you're
viewers.
back.
I watched as my viewers jumped up by like 3 or 4, which is I'm assuming all of you guys logging
Everyone
in.
went quick to the stream.
Oh, it's been over another while.
That was specifically why I said Michael and Rose, and I didn't specify Danny, but also Danny's DM, so it makes sense.
I kind of have to be there.
Yeah, I
sorry.
know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh dear. Oh, we just
Who
completely
got
lost her. No, her internet went a little wobbly while we were there. So,
What?
Uh-huh.
hello, you're back.
hello. Yay.
Yeah, my internet went a bit funny then. But I am back.
You have views.
Hi, back.
Shit joke from Liam. Anyway, back to it.
Yeah, Rose is back, yeah.
Yeah, we know. Back into the game.
I just
Yeah, Rose is into the game, yeah.
Shut up, Liam. Being a
I
dick.
I'd been trying to apologize for like a week after Cass left, and she replied with the last apology I sent her.
Okay. So you've been sending messages to her.
Just the reactionary one, and told me to tell you that about the darkness and the vigilant.
So she just told you to well, she just told you that to let me know to be vigilant and to beware of enemies.
Something about madness through the cracks.
I'm not entirely certain, but we'll have to work through that. Well, if you... Well, it's good that you've been speaking to her at least.
I was just trying to apologize because everyone I randomly gets mad at me and leaves, I don't really get to apologize to when I tried apologizing to her, and she replied.
She didn't leave because of you. It wasn't something that you've done. It was something somebody else did to her. You weren't to blame.
It was just a weird coincidence then, because everybody else... I don't think everyone's been kidnapped by them.
Not everyone. We'll keep trying to make sure that doesn't happen. But I don't, like I say, we're not... Nothing has happened so far that would make me hate you, and I don't think you could do anything that would make me do so. I mean, if that wasn't enough of a trust fall for you...
If Ian tries to light the mood, like I could throw you off again if it would help.
Please don't. The first time was painful enough.
I'm
I mean,
really
I think
sorry.
we also need. That's fine. I think the main thing is I think we need to also apologise to Derek for making me hit him.
Derek said that didn't really hurt.
Well, tell him I said sorry for him. That lot are going to be a little bit more confused.
Well, I didn't really want to end up having to play messenger girl for everyone.
That's fine. We'll try and sort something. Well, I think it's going to be a little difficult for us to try and hide this, but we'll try and sort something out. You can talk to me, you know. You don't have to wait for me to come find you as well. Like you came and found me this morning.
Well, that was kind of Hilra's idea. I was just excited. I know you'd been very... She can't really think of a word for it. She doesn't really want to push that button either.
I've been lost and frustrated ever since Cass left. And I've not been as focused as I should be. We'll work on it, but I need to, like I say, I think we now need to have a discussion with them downstairs of what our next steps are. Also, we have a person of... It's useful now that I know that you can speak to other people. Problem is you can't... Can you speak to people that you've not met as long as we give them a description of who they are and what goes on?
I don't think so.
Is that a question to me then, or in character?
With which you are familiar. In character, but a creature with which I am familiar. I would imagine I'm not familiar with someone just randomly described.
Unless it was a damn good description. Because in theory, like, using real life as an example, like, you could be familiar with a celebrity because you see them on TV a lot, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the description was extremely well done and detailed,
Yeah.
but I doubt that's going to be
No,
the case.
it won't work. No, it won't work. I just wondered whether or not it could, but
Yeah, sorry.
okay. Nope, that's fine. Well, we can't communicate with Joseph then, so we'll have to. Well, there's no way we can get back to him in time before he goes off and goes on his next foolish thing. You could warn Cass though, if you get a chance to speak to her again. That a friend called Joseph should be visiting in 3 days to speak to the people who can hold her. Or the people she's staying with, use that terminology. If that's okay. I don't want to, as you said, don't want to use you as a messenger.
I'll tonight at some point.
And transitioning down to the deck, as you're all being caught up and semi-listening in on this conversation, I'd imagine, trying to understand
Oh
what
no,
the fuck's...
we're
going on.
talking quiet. We're talking quietly.
I know, but I'm saying trying.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to understand, like, there is, like, a cat with a silly perception. He may pick up tiny bits. It's not going to be detailed by no means. It's just bits. But considering, like, there are other ships moored up on the shoreline, like, not right next to you guys, but within a reasonable distance. And you see there's a couple of runners going to and from the ship, usually, like, handing off information, notes, goods, deliveries. There's one that goes from the ship ahead and then eventually makes his way onto your ship. Half-orcish man with a satchel that's filled with, like, little mini scrolls. Sorry, to hand one of these to everyone, and we'll, like, offer it out if someone takes it.
Yeah, I'll take.
Thank you. It's
I
important
know
notice.
one.
It's important notice, and he will then take off, and you'll see him then, like, handing these to different people and up onto the ships of others, and, like, basically, like, he's a crier, like, handing out information.
It really, because he felt very the messenger from Skyrim. Then it's like, right, I've got a message for you.
Yeah.
Halt.
Not so
Right,
much hold.
that's
it's
it.
just like,
Thank you very much. Ah, you speak to the Jarls. Right. Very important person.
Yeah, Mr. Balgruff sent me. Thank you. Ta-ra. But yeah, so, like, you are handed, like, a small scroll that's folded up and, like, as it's not tied, it's just it unfurls as you have it.
We've been invited to go to Daedric Prince Museum. We can't decline.
Well, do you look at it?
Yeah.
It's a missing persons poster.
Oh, God.
God.
For the jewel for the person with the title of Jewel of Degron.
It's Vian.
Yeah,
And-
I've been waiting for this.
The description
Yeah.
on picture looks apt. Enough time has gone by,
Mm-hmm.
and
What's the reward?
for information that leads to the safe return of the Jewel of Degron, 5,000 gold pieces.
I'm doing it. Let's get rid of
And
her.
information should be given to by the issuers, which is the family of, that are currently residing in Colossal Tega. And we're going to end the session there.
Yep, knew that was coming.
Eventually.
So I hope people had a good session. We're going to leave it there. The next session is not going to be Christmas Day, unfortunately. I really would like to, but you know,
No,
people
Yeah.
holidays, it's dumb.
Yeah,
So-
we're just a bit selfish, really.
Yeah, but I would have streamed, but you know. No. So, following on from the 25th, the next available session for this campaign, episode 40, following on from this little cliffhanger, will be the 8th of January.
Oh my God, I've got 4 weeks to wait.
4 weeks
Yes.
until the next session,
weeks.
yeah. The 8th
4
of
weeks to
January.
4 weeks
So
to
hopefully
process and
everybody.
getting. Yeah,
Sorry.
everyone's forgotten that I've got thrown off the crow's nest by that point.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Or that Vian is worth $1,000.
No, that won't go away.
That's what I'm
I ain't
hoping.
going anywhere.
But, despite all of the animosity that's now being brewed in the party, I would like to thank everyone that's been watching. And if you watch it on YouTube, let me know what you think. I'm going to raid out real cheeky and real quick like with our 15 people over to Fibnac. And I will see
Maybe.
all of you guys tomorrow as we continue playing at Dead of Night, which is going to be horrific.
Terrible.
So yes, good
No, we
night
haven't
everyone,
tried
and
that.
I'm gonna go and unpack everything with these guys. So
Bye.
Yeah,
Have
bye.
fun. Thanks for watching.